Hello, everyone. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Jet Black, the one and only here.
and
Jet Black, the one and only here.
and in the back as the DM.
Think so.
I fucking hate you!
And today we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is Matt's campaign, Gronvellian War. This is episode 3. Feel free to talk with us in the live chat as we play. And Matt, take it away.
Also, before that, I have an announcement. If you want, we can stream the alpha test.
Yeah.
Alright, Saturday we're going to be alpha testing my tabletop RPG, which currently just has the working title of Kindulento, which is the world it's set in. So, look forward to that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, would you guys want to see Battle Angel Alita Saturday morning?
I work
I think
When?
Ray's trying to maybe hang
like
out
all
Saturday
day
morning.
Saturday.
Oh,
Oh, you're just not free Saturday at all.
He works all day Saturday.
what a meme. Okay. Alright, well then I might just have to go see the movie by myself.
That'd be done.
Alright.
Are we wait Saturday? Are we not doing the DMD or the
The alpha test would be after.
afterwards? Okay. That'd be
If
done.
Ray hangs out in the morning. Alright then. Let's.
You want to see if Ray can go see Battle Angel Alita?
That would be cool, too. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Find that out for me and then we'll go see it. Anyways, my apologies for the interruption. Matt, please introduce us to the current happenings of our adventure.
Well, after Arma was getting harassed by all these kids, and then harassed a few kids himself, you guys
How do you do, fellow kids?
have my posse. But essentially, after doing a little bit of stopping by in the town of Violette, you decide to head off to continue on your way over to Bassar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very fancy name for a bunch of poor people to name their town.
I know.
Violette?
Violin.
Hmm?
Violette. Violin.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's
Music.
so poor a town, in fact, that it doesn't even appear on the map.
It's so
Did you
poor
name
and
literally
sad.
every town here after some sort of musical term?
Take a look for yourself. You should have caught on by
Shiar,
now.
Cordis, Melodia, Tatempa, Bassar, Treblia. I don't know what a Rodult is.
It makes sense for the sad town to be named after the violin.
That's not. Well, actually.
I suppose it
I
does
don't
when you
think
look at it like
The
that.
names are like,
I don't think he thought that.
Intentional.
much
Additional
through.
themed. I know. I'm just saying that one made sense. Yeah.
But all of these are music and all of these are sorrow.
Anyways, I'm currently pulling the cart if we're continuing right from where we left off.
Yeah.
Alright. I am pulling the cart as a growler bear.
Indeed.
how far are we from our destination?
So,
We're still days away.
you're definitely days away. I'd say about 3 days off from Bassar.
Darn.
There's like another minor town in between, but beyond that, it's pretty much a straight shot to Bassar.
And I bet that minor town has fucking nothing to do.
I imagine that town probably has plenty of people who have socio-political views.
God damn it.
Let's see. So, how'd you guys enjoy that last town?
A bunch of poor people.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Oh, okay. Do you prefer like rich people?
People with something
To do.
interesting about them.
Oh, okay.
Mainly,
Is it not interesting that they're poor?
mainly the most interesting thing that poor people have going is what they're eating or not eating.
The bear laughs.
It's also important to note that you guys were heading out about. You got in town like a little bit before midday, and you're heading out a little bit after midday.
Outside of game, when you talk as a bear, is it like the same voice coming out of the bear, or does it change when you're the bear?
Yes. It sounds like a Celtic woman.
Okay, regardless. Okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, bears have the ability to talk, so it wouldn't
They
be.
talk
This
and
bear
they
has
walk.
the ability.
Well, no, because beast shape actually does have limitations on talking, depending on your form.
Oh.
Yes. If you're an animal that can't feasibly talk, then you can't talk.
So any animal.
I mean, bears have teeth and tongue, and they can.
Lips.
If they were intelligent enough, they could.
So
talk.
if
I
he
don't
was
know
a
how a
snake,
snail.
if he was a giant snake, he wouldn't be able to talk.
Probably not.
But snakes have teeth and
Snakes have
lips.
fangs and no lips
And no lips.
and a forked tongue that doesn't act like a person.
Gerard, what are you talking about? Snakes vocalize
Not like this.
all the time.
Not like
no
this.
snakes, they don't count.
Haunted by the other campaign.
Blinded.
Tell me more about Storm
Blinded
Sunder.
by the snake.
Oh, the axe.
Yes.
Well,
You said that so casually, like it wasn't magical and also like a part of you.
well, I suppose it's a little personal, you know. It's like if I were to ask you to tell me about your arm.
I would gush. How much do you want to know?
Well, you see, laddie, So imagine, if you will, if somebody put you in a big old pot, like a cooking pot, like a cauldron, and you were in the pot, a couple potatoes, maybe a carrot or two, and they
That seems too few.
boiled you down to the very barest of what you are as a person. And that's basically what my ex is.
I was like prima materia.
I'm not familiar.
Fuck. I thought I was proficient in Arcana. I can't say
I
that
mean, you can roll.
to see if I know what prima materia is.
You can.
Okay.
If it's a rare thing, then it's gonna probably be a high check.
It's just a like basic alchemy kind of thing.
Okay, I'll put a DC on it.
Okay, 13 plus.
Flex their intelligence on me.
Oh, Arcana's intelligence?
Yes.
So just 13.
Just a little short.
I didn't say that last.
Based on that, you can imagine it's a little bit of a sensitive subject. But I can tell you that it's an expression of who I used to be before this.
That actually is really interesting. I kind of wish I had like kept my hand. Not as in like kept it attached to my body, but in use to have made a prosthetic weapon. To have like, because what I'm doing now is kind of combining man and weapon.
Mm.
But what if I had just straight up made my hand into a weapon?
What happened if he hadn't when the operation happened?
Oh, so I cut my own hand off,
Mhm.
and then I got a prosthetic put on.
What happened to the original? You
don't
feed it
know.
to the dog or do you bury it?
It's probably where I cut it.
You just left it there.
I didn't need it.
But now
Well,
you
you
want
could have
it.
used it for something.
That's what I'm saying now. I should have used it and turned it into like a weapon.
How does this
I'm 13 now, not 8.
When we finish this business with the two warring kingdoms, how about we go and find ourselves in the end?
Is that even like still around? Wouldn't have like it's been years.
Something might have eaten it. I would imagine something ate it.
Wait, you're the pretty powerful druid, yeah?
Aye?
Maybe you could regrow his hand, except he already has a hand.
But
we
can
cut off
you-
the fake hand. We regrow the real hand, cut that off, and put the fake hand back on.
That would be interesting. Not gonna lie.
Can obviously.
Can we make it off of my body? The hand.
Like, just a hand?
Like make my severed hand again. And then I can make that into a weapon that's also a prosthetic.
Is that within the range of ability, Judith? Can we rebuild them? Do we have the technology?
Not yet. Give me a few years. I'll figure it out eventually.
I
Well, that's something to look forward to, most definitely.
Also, it's probably important to note that I gave Gerard his starting gold and we never gave either of you your starting golds.
I already kept my starting gold.
Well, I mean, obviously you got the gold from
Whatever
Selena,
your background.
but like, well, what I'm talking about is like, he got like 240 gold. I'd say you probably started with like about 200 because you were a bit more on your own. And then Jet, through having to pay for his prosthetics, is probably only at like 100 from his starting gold.
So do I add that to what I currently have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a
So we
quick.
both get 200.
You have 200. You started with 200. He started with 241, I believe. And
Yeah.
and you start with 100, and then you obviously got the extra money from Selena.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and while we're talking, do a quick perception check. Just kind of pause to look around the area. That is a fat 9 plus. I don't think that's great. No, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, it's 9.
So you notice that as far as what's going on, nothing really seems to be out of the ordinary. You notice that you're not quite in like flat plainlands anymore.
Mhm.
You have like a few hills here and there with trees a little bit more dense. Not quite forest levels, but
Are the hills proving any more difficult for?
it's more like you've got hills on either side of the road.
Okay. So we're not going through the hills.
No.
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be fun.
Hmm.
Okay.
They don't seem like particularly steep hills either.
But yeah.
What's the best performance you've ever seen?
Well, not sure if you'd call it a performance, but I once went on it's hard to call it an event. Are you familiar with the phenomenon called the wild hunt?
20?
1.
Ah!
The opposite. It's -20.
You think you might have heard about the wild event, but you think
Wild
it was
hunt.
like a feast event?
Oh, the food must have been delicious.
Aye.
What'd you have?
Fear, bloodshed, terror. Obviously, you have no idea what the wild hunt is, but so I will.
Apparently not. I thought you had interesting taste when you described
Oh,
this.
oh no! See,
We thought we had roast duck and everything.
among the upper echelon of the Fae, there is this very distinguished gentleman known as the Earl King, and the Earl King hosts an event called the Wild Hunt, where he and people invited to the hunt. We go to a random plane, and we hunt everything.
Each other?
No,
Oh, okay.
like a hunting party.
See, I kind of assumed it was each other.
It's
Hunger
a hunting
Games.
party.
This is where we hunting parties.
I
Okay.
everything.
So you don't hunt each other. Okay. What were the kind of things that you were hunting?
Well, I'll do a history check. Bruh.
Natural one.
No, it's like a 6. Pretty sure
Um,
my history is it's all right. Modified 5.
Modified 5. So you've been within this body for a while now, and given how you were focusing on the task that you had at hand, you
Oh
sort of
no,
have started forgetting.
my
The
immortal
only thing that you
memories.
can remember is the most recent hunt,
Mhm.
which was yeah, Yggdrasil, I believe, is a plane.
That is a giant tree.
I thought there was an Yggdrasil plane in D&D. I'm thinking
Is
of
Yggdrasil
something.
plane?
I think I'm thinking of something else.
Repeat that one last time.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil is a plane of existence in D&D.
I think it's maybe
no,
like Yggdra.
Yggdrasil is the world tree.
Yeah.
I thought there
Like,
was.
it
I thought
is
there was
the
something.
tree that
About,
the world
well,
sit
no,
upon.
I know about
Sit
it being the
upon.
world tree, but I thought
It doesn't have its own plane though.
No, okay. I thought D&D had like Yggdra or something like
Just
that. as
throw
a
a plane at me, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know enough planes. You-
We went to the plane of pandemonium.
Oh, I honestly don't know what that is.
Oh well, you don't want to go. It sucked.
Sounds
crazy world.
It has a lot of pandemonium.
The wind hurts.
The wind hurt. Well, hold on. Are you talking about light breezes? Or are you talking about like hurricane level winds? Like, because if a light breeze hurts, that's a problem.
Imagine, if you will, a constant howl of absolute mindlessness and terror, starting rocks and sun and glass and all kinds of nasty things, forever, always, constantly. There,
Sorry, it was just Matt going in. She's like, I got
Pandemonium!
figure out. Yeah, what are you talking about?
but we
I've heard about that one. Interesting place.
eventually ran across some Bargist, which are these demonic dogs. And it was a pretty fun hunt.
What was fun? Like, what did you?
Well, not the wind. The wind was bullshit.
The wind sounds like bullshit.
Just being somewhere else. The thing the Earl King does is a very
Iscard, there we go.
That's what you meant?
Isgard.
Isgard.
Is it this one with the tree?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I thought it was Liechtenstein.
Yeah. Well, the king, he has an ability to inspire the kind of bloodlust and the bestial fury in others.
The wild side.
It's very easy to lose yourself in that. That's what the wild hunt is. It's very, what is the word? Therapeutic, yes. Very therapeutic.
Are there any girls in the plane of pandemonium? In my mind, I'm 13.
If there were, they weren't easy to distinguish by the time we finished the hunt.
Like, you guys, like, fucked them up, like, so hard. You wouldn't even... Oh, wait, when you said you hunted everything... So everything in that plane was, like, fair game.
Yes.
Including, like, women and, like, children.
Mhm.
It was just a mass... I interpreted that way different. So, it was just a pillage. Did you guys, like, take things?
Trophies.
Oh, shit. Did you... At first, I thought it was just like a monster hunt. You know, you go to this plane, there are these crazy demon dogs and shit. You're just killing animals.
It's actually a good thing.
So you like rip through like societies.
Hi.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there anything left?
Well, Pandemonium is a big place. And there was,
That's why I was surprised. You were like, we ripped everything. I'm like,
oh,
Is it really fair to call them societies?
I don't think Pandemonium has much society, no.
Neutral chaotic evil, sorry.
With the wild hunt only lasted a day,
oh.
so it's not a war campaign.
I thought it was a feast. I thought
I thought it was a vacation. Everybody just has a pirate hat and a fucking sidearm. You
I
know,
thought maybe you just stayed until you guys were like, we're done. We cleaned them out.
also it's a good thing you probably didn't go to Isgard because that's like the heroic domain. It's
Yeah.
actually just Valhalla.
Yeah, you guys
you
killed
would've gotten
Thor.
fucking wrecked.
Yeah,
Ooh. Well, what's the toughest thing you fought there?
Tarask.
The wind.
I
I would believe the wind.
it took about 10 of us to take down the Baelor. Baelor's a mean bitch. Very big arc demon. Summons other smaller demons. You don't have to fuck with the Baelor. Oh. Angus died. Yeah, Baelor killed Angus.
Tell me about Angus.
Oh.
How'd he die? I guess the Baelor.
The Baelor. He was whipped to pieces.
Whipped.
Baelor has a whip.
Oh, I'm learning. At first you were like, it's a mean bitch. It's a big, mean bitch. And she makes little demons. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't.
And then she has a whip.
I'm like, I don't have an image, really. Just a big woman, I guess. I don't.
Judith,
She's
A big woman with a whip.
She's just upset at everybody.
meanwhile, Judith's just sort of
Why are you
shaking her
here?
head.
The wind is horrible.
You jackass.
Why are you here? The wind is horrible.
But yeah, like, I guess, so she whipped him?
Ah.
Are they like natural whips, or like she just has a whip?
You know, it is hard to tell where the Baelor ended and when the whip began. It was a very demonic-looking whip. It might have been natural. I don't.
Is
Part
it
of her body.
hard to see in the pandemonium?
Aye.
That makes sense. There's like glass and dust and shit in the wind, and it hurts.
And it's loud, and
Gets everywhere.
it really does.
Coarse and grainy.
Well, hopefully, we're never in Pandemonium.
Agreed.
Unless you want to go find Baelor and see.
Avenge Angus.
Angus was a bastard.
He was a You didn't tell me anything about him except he got whipped by a mean bitch.
I guess I could consider him something of a rival.
Oh, this is interesting. So, what makes you consider someone a rival versus just like a friend or just
Well,
straight up an enemy?
We were in a very similar sphere of influence. Angus was suppose you'd call him a minor deity. In his domain was most commonly referred to as love, except he was not a very loving person. He was very manipulative, emotionally abusive. that sort of thing.
In my mind,
Had
I'm
people
like,
accused of rape all the time.
in my mind, I was like, I'm not gonna ask him this, but this is starting to sound like they may have like had a thing. It just sounds like a relationship.
Farmer writing fan fiction in his head. Everyone goes to sleep, drags out the fucking journal. And
Pull out my pin hand.
the reason he was a rival is because I made it a habit of doing very similar things. To put it bluntly, he muscled in on my territory sometimes.
So, did you ever like have to set him straight, or was it more like a, you know, if you're gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it better? Like, how was
More
it?
the latter. There was never direct conflict among the lords of the realm. Either if you confronted someone, you were considered a tryhard, or brutish. There was not a lot of challenging, no dropping of the gauntlet. Manipulation and coercion were the main tools we had to use.
So there was no diplomatic challenging. No one ever was like, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. This is like my territory, you know.
Very, very, very grave offenses were met with a formal challenge, and even then, people would find a way to cheat or to poison. Or once, I was actually challenged for the honor of another friend's younger sister,
Not gay. Thought. Didn't say it.
and
I mean,
Or bi. Don't know.
not wishing to have me brains bashed in, I had his portage laced with iron filings, and he died.
How did he eat porridge with iron filings in it and not taste anything?
I commanded a very talented group of individuals in the last life.
So assassins.
Illusionists, assassins.
Illusionist sounds interesting.
Aye.
So how many Anguses makes a Baelor? You described Angus as like a lesser god, and Baelor is a big bitch with a whip, and she killed a lesser god.
Maybe 5.
5? How many Anguses would you say you are?
Alive and he isn't.
So more than one.
Aye.
Clear.
More than one Angus, but less than one Baylor.
Okay, fair.
Maybe 3 Anguses. This is hurting me head.
This is trying to do scaling. Understandable. Based on what you've seen of our druid friend, how many Anguses?
Not part of the conversation. Don't talk about me.
Okay, fair enough.
You can be part of the conversation if you want.
True, at any time.
I really don't want to be.
I wouldn't mind the company, it must be said.
It's actually starting to get a little bit towards dusk at this point.
I believe Judith could take Angus.
Ooh, minimum 1 Angus.
But he's dead, so
Well, when he was alive, right?
I believe she could take him.
Right. When you said, but he's dead, I thought you were like, she could take dead Angus. And I was like, what?
Judith scales to dead Angus. Yikes.
But yeah,
As dusk approaches, I'm going to make another perception check.
sure.
15 plus 0, that's a 15, my friend.
Nothing out of the ordinary seems to be really popping up to you. Thankfully, you notice that if you went a little bit further, that there would be a little bit of a clearing for you to set up camp at and rest.
Okay. I kind of stand up in the wagon and I say, "Oh, hey, Judith, there's an area up ahead. Looks like a good camp spot."
Count me in.
Aye.
Do I detect anything magical in the area? I'm going to try
That
to...
sounds like a detect magic.
I was going to try to do
Arcana?
Arcana.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I
just
mean,
look
Arcana
around.
also works.
Yeah. 12 flat.
No.
Seems like this has actually been like a really mundane area. Not a bunch of like random magical stuff popping up. Just poor children
Poor children.
having fun. Doesn't seem bad.
No, it's poor children, and they have a posse thanks to you,
Mm.
and they have 3 children of prophecy. Is that what I said? Or the thing I did?
Prophecy for greatness, I believe, is what
Aye.
you-
Probably fucked up their society in an interesting way, though. Culturally, just people will go there and be like, "Oh, these are the demigods of which he was
We'll
fucking."
make a reminder to go back in 15 years or so. See what's become of the posse.
I'd say even 2.
2
Even
years. You think that quickly?
I think they're already culture heroes. We've made a difference.
Sometimes it's easy to forget how quickly humans move.
We should plan our next one. There's another like poor town coming up. I imagine if we just went up to some random kids and said they were chosen for greatness in front of a whole group of people, some shit could go down. What if we like set it up and like you're eventually gonna kill this one? If they don't kill you first, only one of you will be great.
I'm neutral chaotic.
I'm gonna call that evil.
I don't think my current profession would allow that kind of thing.
Oh. What's your
Oh, he wasn't there!
What's
Ah!
your current profession?
I am a, I settle debts.
Oh, like you settle like grudges?
Aye.
How did you guess, Garrett?
Oh fuck! I wouldn't know that.
You would think of financial debts.
I would. You're
You're
an
actually
accountant.
sort of dumb. So.
I mean, fuck! I am kind of dumb. I don't know what the fuck I would mean. 7.
What
You're-
does 7 even
what?
translate
I don't even know what that
You're
means.
like debts. Debts.
Debts.
Tax
People
collector.
owe stuff.
Tax collector.
So you collect taxes.
Not that kind of debt.
Now that what kind of debt?
Well, when two people feud, that is.
You describe things like how parents describe sex. A lot of times. You break it down and you go really slow and it always starts with pairs. I don't know. Please continue. Just
All right.
thought.
All right. So you have.
This is what Armo was thinking.
I said that in game. That wasn't.
Yeah, that was out there. There is a certain amount of energy that becomes tangible, which leads to the fallout. Maybe
76.
70.
6.
Fuck out of here, man. Perhaps a curse drawn here, a mean word, a thrown rock, and then the feud escalates. It becomes a generational thing. It becomes bad blood, warring clans, warring kingdoms, even. And in my former life, I helped make a great number of these, and this is something of a penance. I am trying to resolve as many of those as possible, which is why I'm here in this fucking kingdom, getting these two warring sides to come to a head.
What do you think will come out of when you finally like rested all the debts that you feel like you need in order to like feel fulfilled?
A fucking vacation.
Oh, what do you want to do? I doubt you want to go to like pandemonium again. You know, like, what's your ideal like end goal?
I haven't gotten that far. I can't really go back to court.
You were judging your life too?
Not that kind of court, you idiot.
You used to play tennis?
Are you about to roll to see if you know what kind of court I'm talking
I don't
about?
have any idea. 14 flat.
You get the idea that he's talking about something more than just like a standard court of law.
With context clues from the story, can I ascertain like royal court?
You're pretty close to it, but you're not quite there.
Okay.
I never really thought about what would happen after. I just sort of was given these tasks, given debt, and a second chance to live. And I'll worry about it after when we get there.
That's fair. I actually have a really different way of looking at things. I'm like always thinking about what is like the end result of what I'm like trying to get to. I want to learn as much about the world as I can to try and like shape it in whichever way that I want.
Aye, that's awfully big of you.
Judith has
Big's a word for it.
Judith's now arrived at the clearing and is right at the end of her second transformation because it's been like from like a little bit before midday to now, so it's probably been about 8 hours.
Who is EBZ?
It's a fucking Brockhampton thing. I've never looked it up.
It's a what?
Nani always says confront EBZ, and when you Google it, it's like Brockhampton confronts EBZ YouTube channel. Not channel, but like video, and I've never watched it.
Alright, I'll
I'm
hop
gonna
onto
say
the cart and I start a fire here.
Survival check.
I'm gonna meditate on my hand.
Pretty easy to do.
It's a natural one.
Oh. So
I start a fire on my boot.
actually, here's what we're so as you're trying to get some sparks going into a fire,
Mm-hmm.
you're having a hard time. You're getting yourself a bit more involved in trying to get it started, trying everything that you can.
Mm-hmm.
You finally get it started, but your hands are caught in the fire a little bit. D4 fire damage.
4.
You sort of jolt back with your hands on fire a little bit, trying to put them out.
Do you
Aye.
verbalize? Oh, you go aye. I just was gonna try to meditate on my hand. I don't think I would have had enough time to actually get in a trance. I'd be like,
This is trance.
I heard a letter. Are you okay?
Aye.
How about you let me start the fire?
You should think all of this.
Survival check.
No.
Yeah. Or firebolt.
Druidcraft.
Doesn't it only last for a certain period of time?
No, it lights a
a
fire that I can
cantrip.
then use to light something else on fire.
Yeah, it's like prestidigitation
Fair enough.
for druids.
Light the fire. Done.
Yeah.
I vote to make Judith the permanent fire starter of our group.
I'm down.
Aye.
Aye.
Consider it done. There you go. Lit fire.
It's lit.
This is a lit
I'm
fire.
gonna put that out there.
No fire for you. Well, can we see how much more we have to travel before we can make it to Bassar?
So, you know that at this point, it was about 3 days when you were leaving Violetta. So, you're probably about 2.5 to 2 days.
Where the fuck was Violette?
It's not on this map. It's probably about here-ish.
Oh, okay.
It's on your map.
Oh, so in the game, I know.
Yes.
So I look and I go, mm-hmm. Cool. Is there like a key on the map, like in the in-game map?
Well, you can. It's first of all, my art skills are terrible.
Every big circle is a town.
Yeah.
Everything that's not a big circle is not a town.
Oh no, I mean on the real map. I want to know like, is there a thing that goes like for this many inches, you could this is this many miles and like
that's
shit like
a
that,
legend.
like a real
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beyond, you obviously have like a little picture of a compass, sort of showing the directions of the continent.
What direction are we going in?
South.
South. Okay. So we're going south. How many miles?
Actually, a little bit
compared
southeast.
to like inches.
So this is more of. Let me think of how I want to put this.
Jet with the real question. He just told you we're 2 days round away, Jet.
Okay, so we don't actually know the distance. We're just like, I'm gonna take 2 days.
I mean, you definitely have measurements for things, but it's not in like a traditional measurement like it would be like miles in our time.
Okay,
Are you
sure.
novelizing this, Jet?
No, I'm answering Nani's comment.
Oh, I thought you were like trying to gather information.
For
So
my new
that, like,
book.
When you
Explain a lot.
when you write this, you'll be like, and then they traveled for 30
all
miles.
It's about 2 fling flims away.
about 15 leagues away.
That actually is a measurement from that time, but that's more for oceans, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
League, yeah.
I've read one book series where they use leagues as a land measurement, and it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah, you're about 2.5 days off from Bassar.
I would like to sleep.
By all means, is anybody else going to do anything else before sleeping?
I'm
Sleep
gonna
sounds fine.
meditate on my hand, and then go to sleep inside the wagon. I always prefer that than being outside.
Oh man, no guards. Let me.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't even do watch.
Yeah, we didn't post to watch.
We'll
Oh
find out
man,
what happens.
look out, guys.
I'm gonna say nothing.
You wake up.
All right, we wake up.
Are there any nearby streams? I'm gonna get this out of the way as quickly as I can. Any nearby streams?
No.
Any like sources of like berries or like fruit that we can then survival check
Swags on, is that
for
good?
that breakfast?
That sounds like a look for me.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
can't just
down.
ask those questions.
I'm down for perception.
Streams are a bit more obvious, but berries.
What's your
11.
passive perception?
Well,
Probably low.
That feel when
Well,
you-
I
you're
feel
a
like for
monk.
passive perception, it's looking at it from doing a little bit of research into it.
You're a
Um,
monk and whistles your dubstep. Why?
Yeah, but
Why? God!
if he's actively trying to look for something, it's not something that you can just passively perceive. Like
That hurts
it's
so
not
much,
like it's
dude.
in the immediate area of the berries, so he would have to look regardless,
True.
which is a regular perception. Which what'd you roll for again?
11.
11.
Would you like help?
Yes, I would love help looking for these berries for breakfast. 12. Just thinking of the assistance.
I'm gonna go back and check on the cart while they're busy.
Yeah. So cart looks fine, doesn't look damaged or anything. It's between what you did and what the carpenter did. It is pretty sturdy. You think that it should last for a while. As for Mr. Berry Finder here, you find a few berries. They're in like a few bushes, but there's not like a whole mass of them. It's not like a giant berry field or anything like that. They're just sort of scattered.
Since you helped me look for these berries, would you like some of these berries?
Alright, sure.
Ballin'. I don't know if these berries are safe to eat. I'm gonna try to see if I can ascertain if they're safe. Would you like to help me inspect
In
these
game,
berries?
would you like to help me?
Sure.
Whoa!
I'm
Whoa.
glad you got some
Whoa,
help.
glad
on
we
that
have
one.
help here.
That was a 1. I don't even have to look at it.
So 12.
So, looking at the berries, you notice that they have like a little bit of a. They obviously have like a little bit of a green stem on the top. They've got a little bit of a yellowish hue to them, and with like a few blue stripes through it.
It's a groovy fucking berry.
Fucking One Piece devil fruit ass.
You know, lad, safe thing to do. You can always ask our listener Druid about the berries.
You're right.
You think it looks tasty, but that's about as.
These look pretty tasty, but I don't know if they're safe.
You should ask Judith and make sure.
Pardon me, Judith?
Aye.
Do you happen to know if these berries are safe? And also, would you like to have some of these berries that we found?
If they're safe.
That makes sense.
What would you like me to roll?
I'll give you advantage survival for this one.
Survival
Advantage survival.
and not nature?
Nature is a check. God dang it. You're
Nature.
right.
Yeah, it's an intelligence check.
Yeah. Advantage nature then.
Well, that's a 16 before mods. So I'll take the 16, add 6. No, add
This intelligence.
16, add 5. My bad.
21.
So, you notice that this berry.
It's fucking poisonous. You'll die if you eat it.
You
Well,
notice
Don't
he's
give
already-
Jet more poison food.
I mean, you let the king just
Go-
chomping on it.
Go,
without-
go ahead, man.
Yeah,
what,
but,
what is it? What do we know about the berry?
So, first of all, you identify the berry as Juria berry.
Churia berry.
Jeria berry.
Jeria berry.
Jeria berry.
Jerry a berry.
Please spell that, GM.
You know that the Jeria berry is
Please spell that, GM.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you say that. GERRYA
Uh-huh.
or IYA.
IYA.
And how many of them do we have?
Jerry a berry? Yeah.
How many do we have? How many did you distribute?
You found about 15.
15.
They're about yay big.
Oh shit! Okay.
So how many do you give the two of us?
Oh fuck, we gotta split it 3 ways. 5 berries each?
Sure.
Works for me.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
when you
right.
finish identifying this berry.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and
So-
explain what else it does.
The Jeria berry, you notice, is very sweet. Like on the exterior is very sweet. Has a bit of a bitter tinge in the center. Sort of a mix between the two.
Is Judith about to tell us this? And
I
does
mean-
Judith test it by popping one in her mouth?
Well,
and
this
then
is
go,
what Judith knows. Judith can do whatever she wants with this information.
Okay, true. Yeah.
That's about it. You know that it's yellow
Is
and with
there
blue stripes.
anything else I need to know?
Nothing
Like,
in
is it poisonous?
You know it's not poisonous.
It's just food.
It's just food.
Alright. Yeah, it's perfectly safe to eat.
Oh, ballin'.
I'm just gonna call it a Jerry berry.
Boom, 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 boom.
sound of you eating?
I flick them like up in the air and then like catch them in my mouth, kind of.
Did you just eat all 15 berries?
No, I only ate 5. Did I make too many bloomp sounds? Bloomp, 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 bloomp. That would be all the ones I had.
Delicious. But you have like a slight twinge of bitterness, which takes away a little bit from the sweetness.
I like sweet and sour, so that works.
Does it restore health or something?
I mean, you're full right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Would have restored health if we ate them later.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, cool. Good to know for later. Well, only if Judith had told me, though. I don't know that in game.
I mean, the GM is telling me maybe on a 21, so I don't know.
Are you all ready for the next town?
Next battle.
I am ready for more poor people.
Since when do you like Tekken?
I don't.
Do you think if you go up to one of the poor people and go, "Hey, Tom, how's it going?" And it's not his name. It's like you don't know this guy, but you like get really buddy with him, and you like put your arm around him or whatever. That the other people would be like, "What? I didn't know your name was Tom." You know, famous people. Like, do you think he would accept it, or do you think he'd be like, "I'm not Tom"?
Me in particular, or just
You in particular.
try to be afraid?
You think he'd be afraid? Even if you did like in a friendly way, because they seem to look up to us as people who are not poor and like accomplished.
It's a very normal thing for poor people to like rich people.
That's what they look up to.
After all, we pay taxes and they get money from it. Or wait, that doesn't happen for another 300 years or so, does it?
Are you from the future?
I could see the future.
I didn't agree to that. That sounds like hell.
That's not in my contract. I don't know. Are you asking me to do that on our next escapade?
I would be quite interested. Not gonna lie.
Does he have to call him Tom?
You don't have to call him Tom. You can call him whatever name you think is suitable.
By the way, do you still have all the Jiria berries?
My
He
goodness.
gave
I
Five.
split
five
them up.
to
So everybody has 5 except for you. Who
He
ate all
ate all
5
ate
five
all
berries.
of
five.
us.
Yeah. Okay.
I ate my first 5.
Five. Yeah.
Good.
You didn't do the little head back. 5.
My first 5.
Well,
That's part of the speech.
so what tour do you make of this task we have to recon
Past the Bazaar River.
past the river? Yes.
Simple baby bullshit. We should just go kill the king. I don't know. I think it's weird, but we're gonna get paid for it, and that's fine with me.
All I care is I get paid and I can eventually deal with everything else I have to worry about later.
Sound. Oh, mostly sound. I don't think. Have you ever killed a nobleman before?
Do. What would I roll? I don't remember shit. I don't.
Remember, your memories are only somewhat altered.
Maybe I'll remember something. What do I roll?
History.
History. Do. 3.
I make the DC actively low. Still screws
All of our conversational roles are just abysmal.
So you feel like you've definitely murdered high up people, but you don't know if you've actually slit the throat of a nobleman.
Maybe.
Interesting answer. I can tell you from first-hand experience that it's not an easy thing to accomplish without a certain amount of foresight, planning, and contingency plans and contacts. We have none of that here. We know no one. We have no real allies. Even our employer is sort of just, looking for a convenient group of people they can use.
Easiest way to deal with their problem.
I wish they had given us ranks.
Maybe they'll come in the future.
It should. Or I may not fuck with them as highly in the future. I don't know. We need something though. Money only goes so far.
Aye.
So we're heading back on the road again.
Oh, what was the name of the berries?
They were.
Jedia.
Yeah, because
I call them jetty berries.
there we go. That's now what I would know.
I mean, you know both names.
True.
Alright.
Oh, you roll a four on what?
Just doing perception check.
Oh, okay.
It's always trying to stay vigilant, except I roll poorly.
I'm gonna look out for some magic shit again while we're on our way to the small town.
Sure.
Magic shit. That's
Not
too
in
far.
the bowl.
That's
Try
not
again.
in the bowl. Magic shit.
14.
Flat.
Nothing in particular magical in the air or anything.
That makes sense.
Do I see him like actively looking for magical things?
You see him looking around, but you don't necessarily know for what specific reason.
Insight. 14 plus 0.
You notice.
That's a lie. 14 plus 3.
So you notice that he's not he's not specifically looking at anything in particular as far as like looking in the trees or looking over the hills or anything. He's more trying to detect something in the air.
Wait, so did he do a check on my check?
Yes.
Like he's trying
He's
to
trying to
Like I saw
insight
you.
your-
Like,
Can
looking
I do a
around.
check to see if he's checking me doing my
Why not?
Okay.
Went roundabout.
Okay, -1.
11.
11.
Yeah, you notice that he's staring at you, trying to figure out what you're doing.
Oh, yo.
You looking for something?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any magical stuff in the environment. You know, sometimes you just run into magic stuff.
You have a job go poorly in the past.
Oh, from magic?
Seems like a paranoia thing to me.
Oh, no. I'm not, like, afraid of it. I think it would be interesting. You know, I'm cool with, like, talking to poor people, running into people in the streets,
But you prefer
have a
magic.
conversation. Not necessarily prefer, I just think it would be more interesting.
Oh, you prefer your magic hand to your regular hand.
True.
Maybe there's a correlation.
I don't know, maybe I do fuck with magic a little bit more than just, like, everyday stuff. I mean, look at me.
Aye.
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully there's some interesting shit in the town. If there isn't, we can make it interesting. Oh my gosh. Have you ever been to a town and just told fake stories to people?
This is something you make a habit of doing.
Never done it before. I'm having ideas. After our last town, I didn't realize how much you can do and influence just a whole culture. Just on like a small visit, not even a whole day.
It's really unfortunate that Judith is pulling the card because I'd be making eyes at Judith about this. I'm gonna look at Judith and I hope she can feel the stare.
You
Do
get the
you
sense
feel
she
him
feels it.
looking down her back?
I mean, just how,
It's a stare of mild concern.
I'll give you that just because of how the conversation is going, and how often Sadakin gets stuck talking to Arma about all these strange things.
Being held hostage in this fucking wagon.
Yeah.
You ever think a lot that maybe some of the things you say should probably just stay inside?
No. I then think to myself, I actually do think before I speak. I feel like I would have been hit earlier for some shit I thought. I do take that into account.
Insight! No. I'd rather not abuse my die anymore.
Oh shit. Outside a game. That'd be very interesting if you sometimes told us like what NPCs were thinking and we could insight check to see if we could like ascertain
That
it.
sounds like the other way around to me.
We have
You
to
make
think
an
that
insight check and then find out.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
think that their actions are false, and then we can see if we can tell what they're thinking with the insight.
Okay.
It's like the reverse of what you just said.
I kind of like it the other way because then you have to role play almost like, oh, if only I don't know.
Well, you have to look at
know.
the situation and ask
Then it
yourself.
becomes more of a meta problem.
Yeah. Then you're just waiting for God-sama to feed you information, as opposed to foraging for information yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of foraging, perception check. 7. I don't see shit in the area.
I look to see what he's doing. This is 14.
You definitely notice that he's trying in vain to try and notice something, but while looking at the areas that he's looking at, you notice something by a tree.
How did I notice something? By accident. What is, so what did I notice by the tree? Oh, I go up to you. There's something by that tree. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm pointing with a prosthetic.
I look at the tree.
So you notice that sort of behind the tree, there seems to be a small greenish creature behind the tree.
Hey, what the fuck is that? What? Yo, help me look at this.
Has like some rags on.
Looks like a poor person.
Are you gonna help me look at it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll shade his eyes from the sun.
So that one is a 1. That one is an 8.
You're not getting much more of a visual beyond that. You just see like the general
Julius, are you
skin
seeing
and the
this?
clothes.
Green
What
with
am I seeing?
rags.
There's something green over there.
With rags.
Oh, something green in the forest.
With
Not
rags.
the tree, it's the person.
It
Really?
has rags on it.
Oh, should I run him over?
They're-
Why?
They're also by a tree, so running it into it.
You'd have to run over the tree first.
I could probably manage that. I'm a bear.
I mean,
Are you going for it?
your boat?
I'm asking, do you think he's dangerous?
We're
I
asking
don't know
you.
what it is.
We can't see shit. You're the.
It's green with rags.
It,
All I know, and it's
all
by
this,
a
the
tree.
sun is in the eyes.
He's helping me get the sun out of my eyes. I still can't see shit.
Please rescue us from
Do
ignorance.
glasses exist? I
I have a
don't.
perception check.
Yeah, just a regular perception.
We'll both help you.
I'll let you have an advantage on it.
That's a pretty good advantage. All right, 15 plus 9. So
So
24.
yeah, so you notice the pointed green ears, bit of a long nose, and you,
Pointed green ears, bit of a long
Short.
nose. Short.
you see some
Who's
weapons
that
on them.
Pokemon?
You see what?
Weapons on them.
Weapons on them.
How many? Oh wait, I can't see what.
Is it one individual?
Well, the one that they were pointing at, that's what you noticed. You notice that it looks like they have like a scimitar and a short bow.
A scimitar and a short bow.
Hmm.
All right, then they're armed and they look dangerous.
They? How many are there?
I don't know if it's a man or a woman yet.
What? That's not what I asked.
They is a general term used to say for people that you don't know the gender.
Oh, my character's dumb. That's not what I asked. How many are there?
Hey, remember when he said he thinks before he says anything?
Yeah, I know. I'm still standing by it. How many are there?
At least one.
Okay, yeah. What is it, by the way? Well, we just know it's armed now from what you've said.
Well,
I'm gonna say it's an elf. It's wearing green. It's got pointy ears and a big nose.
It's wearing green, so it isn't just
actually,
green.
Colin, because of the 24 in perception, I'd say that you notice that it's a goblin.
Oh,
Short, green.
I'm gonna run it over.
Wait, that's not what I asked.
Actually, I have
The
a better
bear
idea.
picks up speed.
Actually, I have a better idea. She slows down a little bit, and she's now walking on her hind legs. She does druidcraft and throws a fireball at the tree that the goblin is in.
Wait, Matt, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
The camera.
I mean, that's not my fault.
Got his ass.
Yeet.
Sorry for
Yeah, that
the
was
technical difficulties.
blinded by the light. Don't even know what that reference is. I just hear you guys say it.
It's a song.
Blinded by the light.
The bowl is closer to me.
Well, like a douche runner in the night.
Something like a douche.
Yeah.
Is that like a real lyric?
Something like a douche.
Something like a douche.
Why you gotta go look up the lyrics, Gerard?
Because I'm curious.
Fair.
Oh no, I don't know goblin. I can't talk to goblins.
I wasn't gonna talk to a goblin anyways. We already know that they're enemies of the people who are employing us.
But we don't know its socio-political views or its name.
Blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce. Another runner in the night.
That sounds a lot better than
That's a
Douche.
big space.
Deuce, douche.
Different.
Very close.
No. If someone said you look like a deuce, they could be saying that I look like shit. That's probably what they're saying. If someone says I look like a douche, they may think I wear like Abercrombie or something. Like there could be many different interpretations of that.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole.
Stop wearing your Supreme, kid. This is my $2,000
Call me a
Supreme
douche
hoodie.
because I wear Abercrombie. Hill.
Oh, I thought that was like hi. I was like what? I guess they see your art from like a very interesting perspective. Because I was about to say they can't see it, and I'm like, I don't think that's entirely true. It's
Oh,
just
trees.
flat.
Yeah.
I
You
thought
could
they
just
were
make like
bushes.
green circles.
I mean, I could, but I mean, this is much
He's
more
like,
creative.
I'd rather him flex his artistic muscles.
My terrible art, yeah. That's a really bad tree.
That's a
You
bird.
have to draw with economy in D&D, Gerard.
That's broccoli.
I mean, trees are just broccoli.
That's a saw.
When you think about it, broccolis are just really small trees.
Exactly.
It sounds like low-tier child jokes.
Decapitated dick.
Decap. Why are you drawing them like they're falling over?
Because this is the best way of indicating that they're there.
Can we perceive what's happening? She stood up on her hind legs
And she
before she
threw-
threw the fireball. Like, would we be able to see that?
You would definitely notice
I
that a
mean,
fireball.
we're watching it happen, and we're not completely blind and deaf. We're just mostly.
So, what are your feelings on what's currently happening in game?
This is just the pathway.
I'm also asking in game.
Oh, good. The trees aren't cramped.
I believe our little green friend is about to have a roadside
How big is a fireball again?
accident.
It's big enough to light the tree on fire.
Well, I'm just saying, like, blaster radius.
I mean,
No,
it's
it
a-
doesn't make a blast radius.
It's a
It just
druid.
catches
It's a
on
druid.
fire.
It's a
He's like a
fireball made by a
prestidigitation fire.
cantrip.
I've
How
actually
big do you think it should
never
be?
Oh,
heard of it
he said
being
fireball. I
thrown
thought he was
like that
casting
before.
fireball.
No, I'm not
Oh,
throwing.
he's
a fireball.
casting druidcraft to make a ball of fire.
Do I have fireball?
Probably not. It's a sorcerer's spell.
What level? 3.
You'd have flaming sphere or something.
Oh, I do have that.
Yeah, you don't have fireball. It's a sorcerer's spell. I'm really depressed. I know the difference between sorcerers.
No, I don't have this. I don't have the sphere. I have moonbeam, which is identical, which is more flavorful.
That's interesting. So the way that Druidcraft is written is like you light or put out a small flame, but it doesn't say like it
You
has
can-
to be like a candle or like a torch.
Right.
So
I didn't
I guess
get polymorph back from CJ.
the amplification is that you can just make a. But
Yeah.
can you throw it? I don't know how you throw fire without it being on
I
something.
guess she'd light the fire at where the goblin's standing.
that
or
makes
above
more
where he
sense.
is.
Like I could see
I
that.
lit the fire in my hand and I flicked it at the tree that the goblin is on.
What?
I'm just giving you a visualization of what's going on.
I'm just saying the visualization in my mind doesn't make sense. It's like so you make a fire here, which is like not a tangible thing.
Well,
and
she's
then
not
you're like-
physically flicking it. She's it's like an arcane gestures. You know, like it's like a wizard.
But there he is, but 'cause
Yeah.
it's moving. I don't.
That's just her arcane gestures, Jeff.
Oh, give me the black piece, please.
The black piece.
Well, it's currently a
The,
bear.
the 10-foot black piece.
Hit me up with
Yeah.
that vomit.
Nah,
I am a bear. I am a bear.
Oh, should I make a character for the alpha test before Saturday?
No.
Okay.
I would like to be there with you so that I can get your critiques live.
Okay.
And I would like to stream us making the characters.
Cool. I'm down with that. I wonder if Ryan's live chat posts do confuse people. I never thought about that.
Yeah, they probably fucking do because they confused me
Yeah.
after all.
That's like a recent thing where he changed it.
So, when you flick the fire on the tree, it catches a fire slowly. It's a very small flame, so it would take a while for it to fully get going.
Okay.
But this sort of freaks out the goblin that's Yeah. Sort of panicking, he backs up a little bit, and with a bit of a high-pitched cry, um,
He said, "Squad."
yeah, it's in a language that you can't quite identify.
That feel my butt.
Is it?
Yeah,
This is my first time not knowing Goblin in a long time.
why would you?
So it's
Big
not
goblin.
common and it's not draconic.
Because Goblin's one of the most common anime types.
That is a good.
So
point.
if you fight a goblin or a bugbear or a
If you forgot about goblin.
hobgoblin,
Goblins.
you'd be able to at some point in a goblin go, "Hey, let's stop fighting so we don't kill each other," and they either say yes or they would die. It's a very diplomatic language. Also,
A very diplomatic language.
yeah.
I mean, I suppose in how you would use it as a player, yeah.
I usually make it a point to know goblin or orcish because a
Do you
lot
need
of
help looking for something?
I lost
he
a
dropped
piece.
one of the pieces.
Oh, what piece?
I don't know. It's a piece.
Because most of the time, goblins
see a color or
also work
anything.
for orcs. So if you know orcish and you speak orcish to goblins, they'll be like, "Well, shit, I know orcish because my boss is an orc." This is one of those little quality of life things you've been doing D&D.
That's why I know Sylvan, even though I'm not a fairy.
I know Sylvan because I used to be a fairy. Yeah, that shit is gone in the ether, my dude.
What was it?
That was one of your tiny pieces.
Yeah, one of the small.
I
We have no
can-
idea.
Yeah.
We won't know the color until we find it, but we can't find it because we can't find it. It's not quite a catch-22. It's like a catch-21.
Catch 21 Savage. Send him back to the UK.
Got it.
We already did.
All right.
Switch that up for that for a second.
Oh, it's white now.
Thanks, why now?
Was he scared white?
It was red
Funny
earlier.
joke. Yeah, but I figured this would be easier.
Because he's like the captain goblin.
I guess I just gotta get more mosaic pieces when I head home.
There's only one. Well, you still have plenty. It's just I feel bad for losing.
Matt's consulting his notes. This feels so fancy.
Oh.
What's
So you
wrong?
can go bop.
Flurry
and then go
blows?
bop. And then go bop, bop. I'm not sure if you can go bop, bop.
You can. You can attack twice and then Fury blows
Um,
as a bonus action.
I was looking at extra attack, but I don't think it does what I was thinking. Because with martial arts, right,
Mm-hmm.
I can unarmed strike as a bonus action. So I was like, so what if I like hit someone, right? And I'm like, that's my action, I attack. Unarmed strike, bonus action, I hit someone again, right? Then I have extra attack.
You
So
get
then I
somebody
unarmed
again.
strike.
Yes.
But that does not mean that I can then bonus action
You
another
get
one.
one bonus action.
It's only 3 bops. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Just bop, bop, bop.
It just occurred to me they probably wouldn't have attacked us if they saw a bear pulling the cart.
They probably wouldn't have attacked us if we didn't run them over. Well, we didn't.
We threw a fire at
Yeah,
them.
we threw fire. That's
They're
actually crazy.
They're goblins.
Also, I believe the most optimal monk move, or monk turn rather, is normal attack, flurry blows. Because I believe Fury blows, is flurry 2 attacks or 3 attacks? No, it's 2 attacks in D&D, and Pathfinder is 3. But flurry of blows is basically 2 unarmed strikes that don't add your proficiency, I think. Or maybe they do, and that's why monks are good. The important thing is that you get to attack.
Dragon's probably a bit bigger than one. That shows.
Yeah.
And the road would be too, but I mean, we'll just say that and be that. So after hearing this very loud, screechy scream, you start seeing some.
Wait. Hey, Jet.
Yo.
Does Armin know Goblin?
No.
No.
Okay.
You start noticing some goblins starting to show up throughout the place.
Were they just like hiding in the area?
Yeah.
I see.
Earlier when you were doing those perception checks, you didn't see shit.
I didn't see shit.
Any of these goblins hiding.
Roll that initiative.
Guess who, as a level 7 barbarian,
14
gets
initiative.
to roll twice?
initiative higher now? I have alert, which would increase my initiative by 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
So I'm actually at 7 now.
Oh man, did I watch last week's Hunter x Hunter?
There was a new episode?
So Adult Swim is
18.
broadcasting behind. It's still in the Chimera Ant arc.
Oh.
Plus 7, so 23. No, 25. 25.
11.
Probably going first.
Yeah, you are. I have a 22.
I got 14.
No, that's a lie. I have a 20 exactly. I rolled 18 plus 2.
Probably wouldn't.
What'd you say you got again?
20.
20?
Not natural.
Let's see.
Visualizing it.
I'm just trying to get the order down.
No,
No,
Jet's trying
Oh.
to, he's trying to Sherlock Holmes it.
Let's see. Huh. That's interesting.
What are all these goblins equipped with? Now that they're
Well,
coming out of the woodworks.
So, as I said for the first one, he has a short bow and a scimitar, and you notice looking around that the others seem to have similar equipment.
Are these
The ones in
mounted?
the ones in the trees seem to just have short bows, and these guys are on wolves.
They're on wolves.
Wolves, not wargs.
Wolves.
That's incredible.
It's very normal for them.
As you were.
So,
It's kind of like a gnome or a halfling riding a mastiff.
Judith, you're going first.
Hey,
I fucking believe
Jude.
I am.
If
I mean, you could have rolled like a 2.
But I rolled a 25.
Yeah.
How far is your jump distance normally?
Also, I should probably be slightly good about this. So, basically, these are the apexes of the hills. The hills at their maximum apex is 15 feet,
Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do
and the trees are about 15 feet up.
is I'm going to break a limb off of this tree and cast Shillelagh on it.
While still hooked up to the cart?
No, I'm unhooked from the cart.
are you still a bear
Oh,
or are you?
there
I'm
we
still a
go.
bear.
I mean, the goblin's over here,
I didn't
That's
know that
fine.
you got
You have to
unhooked
walk
from the
up,
cart.
and you've got a cart which
One.
would slow you down.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Did you take it off?
I am off the cart.
It would
Just
take time to take it
automatically?
off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably you know what I mean?
The process of standing up, I take it off. If I'm strapped here and I stand up, the cart is obviously going to move around on my back where it does not need to be. So I unhook so I can stand up and move. 1.
I would probably
2.
say bonus action for that, just for taking it off.
Okay, fine. Bonus action. 1, 2, 3. I'll just attack the goblin then.
Yeah.
So swing with my bear claws.
Of course.
Plus 9. That was a 13.
No.
Are you kidding me? These are goblins.
Yeah.
They're goblins, man.
You'd be surprised what their AC is in the book.
Okay. That's the end of my turn then.
Okay, so now it goes to Sidalkin.
Okay, we're gonna hop out. Have to make a tough decision here. Yeah, we'll whip out the heavy crossbow.
Without the heavy crossbow.
What's the range on a heavy crossbow?
Oh dear, it's like 80 to 120 or
Okay,
something like
well, remember that apexes of the hill are 15 feet up and the trees are about 15 feet up.
that. I'll double check real
We're
quick.
gonna go snipe some gobos.
I'm pretty sure the range is 80 to 120, but I don't want to give you some false information. Heavy crossbow. 5e. Range is 100 to 400. Yikes.
What was it again?
100 to 400.
Jeez.
I'm gonna say you probably can't hit much from that distance.
Well,
Well, we don't even have that much distance on the field.
yeah, I get everything.
Elevation was supposed to help a little bit with range, but let's see how far he is. You're blue, I believe.
I'm the blue one, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Double check something.
We assume probably about this.
I don't know where to go. There you are. Starting channel. I'll be raging. Yikes. Ugh.
Oh.
I guess I'll rage. I hope you get better soon, Matt.
I'm not sick. Stop.
Stop coughing.
It's just a cough.
Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I'll rage.
Raw.
Ah!
You said it, not me.
How's that rage looking?
The hair is kind of like, not really standing up, kind of more like a dog with the hackles raised. So the hair is just kind of bristling a little. The eyes have this kind of white, blue light kind of burning from them. And there's these kind of etched runes along his body that begin to burn almost. In a very much the kind of bluish white energy that he's displayed before. And he's going to take a shot at the goblin mounted on the wolf. So I'm going to attack recklessly, so his attack has advantage.
Okay.
13.
Alright, where are you going? What are you doing here?
Shooting this guy.
This guy with your what? Heavy
No, the one on the wolf.
With a heavy crossbow?
Yes.
You said 100 range.
Yes.
What kind of
They are all
weapons?
within 100.
Doesn't it mean like the minimum distance have to be
100 is
away?
the minimum.
No, 100. So
100 to 400.
100 is the max range of I can effectively shoot. 400 is the max possible range.
That makes
Oh,
more
that's
So
how range
anything
works.
between these two numbers is a disadvantaged attack. Anything beyond this number is impossible.
Like you couldn't hit anything past
Yes.
400.
Oh, well now I feel bad about making your axe 40-60.
Oh well, I can't help that.
Because that just means nothing.
Well, it means that I get
should've
an
made
extra
it
10. I get an extra 10 feet.
I should have made it 20-60.
It's 19 to hit the mounted goblin.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Okay, so if I'm a D10,
Oh, that's a little more reasonable.
so it's gonna be damage is plus 6, I believe. Yep. He takes 3 plus 6. He takes 9, and since this is my first attack while I'm raging, Divine Fury kicks in. So he'll take
So 9 plus.
plus 5,
So we're doing 14.
14 damage.
When you guys are rolling to hit, are you rolling the d20, adding your proficiency, and then is there anything else that's
You
added
add
to it?
proficiency and you add whatever stat the weapon scales with.
Oh,
so-
so you do add a stat. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is a ranged weapon. So it's my proficiency bonus, which is 4, plus 2, which is my dexterity modifier. So it's plus 6 to hit.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for my second
Oh,
attack.
give me a second to just do something real fast. I'm
Okay.
just trying to think for a second.
All right.
We'll do that. So when you launch that first shot at him,
Mhm.
it's essentially put him clean off.
Oh, he fell off the wee doggy.
That's a wolf.
Oh no, is he prone?
He is prone.
My next attack against him has disadvantage. But since my attacks have advantage, it's just a raw attack. 16. That's 22.
Yeah, you're hitting him again.
All right.
While he's prone on top of the hill.
Feels bad. He
On,
takes
on the wrong side of a tree.
he takes 10 damage from the second bolt.
Okay. He looks very weary for wear. He's got 2 bolts, one in like his stomach area, the other sort of in his shoulder. He's sort of in agony right now.
How does the wolf feel about his owner being in dire straits?
Wolf probably doesn't give a shit.
The wolf still seems very vicious-like, still eyeing you guys.
Nice. All right, I'll pass on.
And now it's gonna be Arma.
Okay, ballin'. So I want to put on my flail hand.
That would take an action.
Yikes.
Okay.
Because you have to take off the hand and then put your new hand on.
Cool. If that takes my action, that's all.
You have
that's-
bonus actions too.
You do have bonus actions. You could flurry or blow something.
Oh, but I could still move. I see.
can.
You
I
can also
move.
You can
yeah.
move, and you can also
And you
flurry
can
or
also
blows.
talk.
Hmm.
You can also
What's
talk.
your socio-political?
I guess what
Oh,
I'll do
man.
while I'm like changing my hand, I'm just gonna look out of the cart because I still wouldn't have exited the cart yet. How many enemies can I see from where I'm at?
So, given how it's like a hooded cart sort of thing, you can pretty much see here,
Okay.
like a
So,
cone here.
so can I? Oh, a cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only guy I can see?
And purple.
You know
And
this guy's
purple.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I see these two.
Yeah.
Do they have any long range weapons?
You can notice short bows on them.
Short bows. That I wonder if I should really go with the flail. I will go with the flail. I'll run on these niggas. I'm coming. And then move on.
Just yell at the people.
Are you going?
You need to be stopped.
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere yet.
Oh, you're not moving on.
Not yet.
Oh, you're telling combat. To
I'm
move
telling
on.
you guys that I'm coming. Yeah, and I'm saying that like my turn's up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be the purple crew.
Squad.
Yeah. So this one's going to come at you.
Alright.
How's a 22 sounding?
That's a hit.
Yep. Where's the damage? There it is. Oops. That's gonna do 6 slashing.
I'm so scared.
Oh, that is a road.
Yeah.
I thought that was a stream.
No.
He said it was road when he drew it.
That makes sense.
It is
Guess I
kinda
got it
misleading
right.
to see it in-
Road.
It is misleading to see it in blue.
I mean, blue, green, and orange. I mean, I could have pulled out other colors, but I didn't want to make a rainbow effect.
Okay, man.
What? So now we've got each of these two archers. They're sort of terrified of this bear creature, and they're also going to take shots at you.
There's a tree between me and one of them.
Yeah, you are right about that, and it's about the same level too. So that one probably wanted to see you. I'll do this one first, and then I'll figure out what to do with the other short bow again. What Tracy again? Because I probably should do it this way instead of saying my number.
Yeah, mine is 18.
Hits. And that's gonna do 8 piercing. Meanwhile, this guy over here is gonna take a shot at you on the
Okay.
AC.
Wait, from within the wagon?
I mean, you're out of like, unless you're very much inside the wagon and not like at the edge of it.
I'd say that.
Because I would think that you guys would be on the edge
So-
while riding. Would you
So
not?
if we're like riding in the wagon, we're like in the front of the wagon.
Sort of like what horse riders would be. Like.
Yeah.
I always imagined that we were like sitting down, chilling, cones, like, you know, doing the 4-foot thing, and that we had like seats or whatever.
See, we're
So we're
sitting
like-
in the front of the wagon, not like
Oh,
in the
so
wagon.
We're not in the.
Yeah, like in the
Like,
cargo.
the way
hold
I
of the
put
wagon.
it is that for you to be having regular conversations with Judith, it would make more
We'd be sitting in the front of the wagon.
I
Right.
always thought there were like windows. I've had
No,
like
there
a
are no
whole
windows.
different. Okay, I guess I'm just out in the open.
Yeah.
Feel free. I got that 12 AC, my boy. I'm probably getting hit.
Don't worry, you have catch missiles.
Yeah, you're definitely getting hit.
Um,
You better deflect the missiles, boy.
can you do stuff like that reactionarily?
It's a reaction. That's what deflect missiles is.
Let's
Oh.
see.
What does that do? It adds to his AC, I believe.
No,
No.
he gets he rolls a D10 plus his monk level plus some arbitrary number, and he reduces damage that much, and he can spend a key point to throw the
Thing back at him.
arrow back. Yeah.
But he has to use his reaction for that, and he only
Yes.
gets one reaction.
So it's a D10 plus Dex. Okay, so
I had my damage rolled.
5 plus 3. So-
Actually, quick question: does he do that before or after knowing?
After you tell him how much damage. to
Okay. Well, sorry. You would have done 7. What'd you roll again?
5 plus 3.
Okay, you just flat out.
Oh.
It's
I
like a
was
hand
getting
rolled on its
ready.
own. Now, if you want, you can spend a key point to throw it. back.
Oh, This hand, this one is a flail.
Yeah.
freely get to catch it. You just get to freely catch it, and then
You can spend a
throw
key
it.
point
We
and
were
throw it
just
back.
memeing because I did this motion.
Okay.
But he has a flail?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to use the key point and throw it back, or are you fine just having an arrow?
I'm fine just having the arrow. Thanks.
It's not a happy
That's a
goblin.
very interesting sound.
A very unhappy goblin.
And then this one's gonna ride down the hill.
Unlike his friend, the failure, he's on his wolf. Oh, you're been rolling on my dude.
So the wolf is gonna take an attack on you first.
Okay.
Oh no, he's rolling with advantage because.
He's garbage though, so I mean. And then the wolf's gonna come at you with a scimitar, or not the wolf, jeez.
The wolf comes at you with a scimitar.
And the goblin is coming at you with a scimitar. You also sort of notice that he's got his rags look a little bit nicer than some of the other ones.
No.
So is the other one that you got shot off with the crossbow.
His rags look nicer.
Yeah, they're not as torn up.
They're less poor goblins.
So that's a crit.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna do 2 dice rolls instead of doing double it.
That's why we got the extra health.
You do that.
We got this shit stockpiled.
Prepared for this.
Yeah.
That's gonna do 7 slashing.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's White Crew's turn. White Goblin's gonna get back up.
How many goblin pieces are there?
There are 8.
8?
And 2 wolves.
You could have just color coded each and every one of them, and they could have had individual turns.
I mean, maybe, but that's 10 initiative stacks roll. Or really, I guess 8, because wolf riders could theoretically be melded. Eh, I wanted to do it this way. His wolf's gonna take a nice bite out of you.
He has
so-
double advantage.
He has double advantage.
Huh.
So wolves have the ability called pack
Pack hunter,
tactics.
yeah.
Oh, true.
Well,
That's
they,
what I've been doing
They
the
get an
advantage
advantage when they attack, but I have something called reckless attack, which lets me get advantage of my
It's a good
attacks.
thing double advantage doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So you don't get 3 rolls?
No,
No.
that'd be silly.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the meme is that because a goblin's riding a wolf, they are 5 feet away from their ally. So they just get to advantage on their attacks.
They're not 5 feet away from the ally, they're touching the ally.
Exactly. They're have to be a minimum of 5 feet, or not minimum. They have to be within 5 feet.
Give me the bad news, Chief.
What's your AC actually?
15.
Yeah, you're getting a nice juicy bite out of you.
Ow.
That's gonna do. Let's see. And this dice. This dice. That's gonna do 7 piercing. And can you do a strength save for me?
Sure. I'll take my 3 damage.
No, it's not 3. It was
7.
7. Yeah.
Cut in half.
Oh, it's raging.
Yeah. Is that strength save?
Yeah.
I'll do it with advantage because I'm raging.
Or
18
yeah, you're fine.
or 7. I'll take the 18 and I'll add 4. I'm A-okay.
Yeah. His vicious biting, he was trying to go for the legs, but you were able to hold strong.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Mr. Goblin Man is not going to get a hit on you because that's not going to hit.
Feels bad.
He's just sort of, Wolf's fighting at your legs, tries to hit you, but works to have you sort of repel the wolf a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Knocked him off balance.
Right.
Come on.
Let's see here. This one's going to shoot at Arma.
Blah, 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 blah. I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 20.
Oh. Damn.
Second crit on Arma.
Well, monks do make good tanks. Mainly because they normally don't get hit.
So that's going to
In
be
your case,
10 piercing.
Okay.
yikes.
And then we're going to have this one over here shoot at you.
Sure.
That's going to hit.
Okay.
And that's only going to do 4 piercing. Now 2.
I'll take my 2.
because raging resists against all physical damage apparently, because it's just good or something.
That's what rage do.
And then this one over here is gonna take a little bit of a move. You get some advantage because you're facing the other way.
That's not how that works.
You did it with the cockatrice.
I did not.
You did too.
I did not.
I was
Who
trying
did I
to.
do that against?
You did it when I was trying to help
You
buy.
also were not aware that it was there.
I mean,
It was hiding in grass.
Are you using facing, which is like a real thing?
facing is unreal mechanic.
Facing is a real mechanic when I don't know it's there.
Facing has more to do with like your orientation in regards to the like other thing. So it's like if you're facing this way, but your opponent's facing.
It's sort of the idea of like a pincer attack.
That is a Pathfinder mechanic.
It's in the
It's
D&D.
in the- yeah.
Yeah.
We read about facing like the other day.
Alright, fucking fine, Matt. Go ahead, take your advantage.
It means that you guys can also technically make use of it.
Yeah, like you guys always fucking do in my campaign.
I mean,
This is like our tutorial fight. We're just learning.
Oh, this straight
doesn't
up is like the first
It
like
doesn't
really
have.
big fight.
Alright,
did you have like 15 AC, I believe?
18.
18, yeah, you're definitely fine.
alright. Is that the end of
That's
White Team's
end of
or
Whitey's turn, so it's your turn again.
Whitey's.
Whitey's.
You get to use your shillelagh. Shillelagh. Honolulu.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't have to.
You have a staff.
No, because I am an animal.
Mm-hmm.
And I am 9th level already. My claws are magical, which means I add my wisdom instead of my strength.
And druids have good wisdom. Ah. See?
You have magical claws. He has magical fists.
Purple.
Purple?
Or magical flail, I guess.
19.
Yeah, that's hitting.
13.
Okay. He's sort of aghast with how the
Big,
claws
meaty
did more than just like
claws.
a physical attack towards it.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. Why? Yep. All my stuff requires actions. Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Sadaka.
Duncan will he'll throw the crossbow back towards the wagon, and then
Bonus
Take out-
action? Question mark for something like that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want to shoot at
Right.
somebody. Yeah, I don't have the feat that lets me shoot at close quarters.
What's the so since range works like you have to be within 30 for it to be a regular hit.
Mm.
How does
If someone's within 5 feet of you, your
You
attack's at
can't-
disadvantage.
okay?
Yeah, it's really dumb.
That's how it works. Okay.
You don't want to know the dumbest thing? So if somebody's prone, right? A
Yeah.
melee attack against them has
But
disadvantage.
range has disadvantage because they're technically
Yeah,
covered.
if you're within 5 feet of somebody and they're prone, and you try to shoot them, you still have disadvantage.
Means
Memes. So Storm Thunder is gonna come down on so the goblin doesn't have the experience, the horrific loss of his animal friend who would have killed the wolf first.
oh, okay. Go at it.
I'm gonna make a reckless attack. So that's either going to be a 21 or a 19. I'll go with the 21.
Oh, I keep forgetting everything has advantage on you because you're raging.
I am raging.
So what was your
Is that
place?
an unmodified
21.
20?
21?
No,
Oh, that's
they were,
fine.
yeah,
Okay.
but they were both modified.
Okay, yeah, 21's hitting this wolf.
Okay. So I roll my d12. That's a 1. I get to reroll that because I have great weapon fighting. That is an 8. Much better. So it's going to be 8. 8 plus 4. That's going to be 12.
Yeah.
Plus I'm raging. That's going to be 14. Plus it's
How long does raging last again?
until I don't get hit or hit something.
Don't.
Or I decide to cancel it as a bonus action.
Wait, if you.
So if I take damage or deal damage, or if I take damage or attack, I remain raging.
Yeah.
Until I stop.
So if you miss is when you get out.
No. If you attempt to attack, you remain raging.
Sure.
If you take damage, you remain raging.
Okay.
If you decide to stop raging, you stop raging.
So when I'm thinking
So
it's like
if I spend 6 seconds neither attacking nor taking damage,
You're-
rage fades away.
right, but isn't there like a long limit on what like beast shape is 4-hour, or like it's half your warlock level,
No.
or not warlock, druid.
It doesn't seem like it.
You stop raging once
When you
you,
choose to stop raging. Okay.
or when you don't take damage or deal damage.
It just seems weird because then you would theoretically. Oh no.
Well, I mean,
Actually,
you
no.
could get restrained or something.
Yeah,
You know,
like if somebody casts whole
And
person
then
on
also
me.
you can't be raging all the time because if you're not doing
in combat.
Yeah, so
Unless we're just.
so the way turns work, there are 6-second intervals. So if I spend 6 seconds neither
Is
attacking
Battle
or
Witch
dealing
doing it
damage,
yet?
I'll stop raging.
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
that's fair.
I'd like to
Yeah,
invite him
rage
to
is
hang out
not as
Saturday.
silly as I thought it
I'd
was.
be
It's
down
still
to
pretty
invite
bad,
him
but
to hang
anyway.
out
It's
Saturday.
still pretty
I just
bad.
need to remember.
So 14 so far.
Yeah, 14's definitely hitting,
I
but
kinda
did you do
just
your
hear that.
advantage already?
No, I'm dealing damage now.
Oh, you're doing
The
the
14,
14 damage.
The 21 hit.
Yeah.
So I get Divine Fury,
Sure.
which is 1d6 plus half my level, which is currently so it's going to be additional 4 plus 3. I want to say
Well, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus your 14 is going to do 21.
yeah, it's a wolf dead.
No. He's got a bit of a limp in him, but he's still holding
How
on.
dare you? Could have hit him again. It's 2. That is a 10, 20 modified.
You have plus. Oh, yeah, magic weapon.
It's a magical weapon.
Yeah, that's hitting.
All right, this time we're going to put the wolf down for good. That's a 6. 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. Oh wait, I'm fucking dumb. That first it did additional 4 because of the
Yeah, that
the
would've-
lightning damage.
That would have killed.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Never mind.
So, essentially, as you do that first powerful strike, the wolf sort of gives like last little whimper, falls to the ground, and then we're gonna go ahead and see how well Mr. Goblin can not get wrecked. Yeah, no, he's getting wrecked.
Was he prone?
He's prone.
Oh man, that means my attack against him has advantage twice, except not. I'll just take the 10 I rolled and say it hits him.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'll let you do that.
4. That's going to be 8, 10 plus. He takes 14 damage.
And he bites the dust.
All right.
Their bodies just both lie here.
I'll step around. Not even. I'll step on this motherfucker and just walk towards the 2 goblins.
A little bit of not disadvantage, but difficult terrain, but it's pretty simple.
That's fine. And as he walks, Sadakin will say, "The faster of the 2 of you might get out of this alive. Otherwise,
Why are you warning them? They can't speak Goblin.
they might speak common."
I like the idea of like them not understanding, like the fuck he's running at us. I guess we can just get the opposite.
You know, weapon just dripping with goblin and wolf blood.
I think it would be more entertaining if you just ran up and screamed.
There's like a little short bow arrow sticking out of him, and he's just grinning.
Wait,
now.
can you speak like legitimately when you're enraged?
Yes. I don't go retarded.
People
I'm
who
just
are
mad.
Yeah, it's
That doesn't. It just doesn't seem like rage to me if you maintain consciousness.
Yeah, you're not like
he's not
turning
like
to the
ultra
Hulk.
instinct or anything.
Yeah.
You maintain consciousness in Ultra Instinct.
Well, in ultra instinct, it's upsetting that people talk because you're supposedly like acting without
Well-
thought. Is the idea?
Goku's personality changes a lot when he's in Ultra Instinct.
Well, it's
True.
more like he's just letting his body flow.
But that's supposed to be that. So whenever he talks in ultra instinct, I'm like, that nigga's thinking. I don't know. He's not like.
And then that's
unconscious
gonna
or
end my
something.
turn. I was just kind of looking between 2 goblins.
Go away!
Oh, but we wouldn't understand that.
No, they speak common.
That was
Oh,
common.
okay.
Go away was what they said.
Go away.
Would you allow me to try to intimidate them, or have I used enough of my action to
I
calm
mean,
them
you're
down?
already sort of scared.
But I want to actively intimidate them.
And damage that.
How big are these goblins?
How?
I'd say about.
Could I fit in it? Could I fit one in my mouth, like its entire body?
No. I don't know. Not the entire body.
I'm a 10-foot tall bear.
Yeah.
Is your
Bears
mouth-
don't have like 50 feet mouth?
Is your mouth like 3.5 feet big?
I'm trying to figure out how big these goblins are. Like if they're standard goblins or mini
Notice
goblins.
me.
They're
It's
definitely
fine.
standard goblins. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, just
they're,
making sure.
They're peeing their pants. They're that scared.
Nice.
They're peeing their.
Achievement unlocked.
They're that scared. They're pissing.
Yeah.
It's a critical
Piss-
piss.
Pissing is a pre-action.
Imagine
I
if.
got a critical piss in Doge's thing.
What?
Yeah, I rolled to pee, and he's like, "You pee a lot."
Why did you roll to pee?
I'm a bad guy in this campaign.
What is that? How does that relate to you peeing? Is
I,
peeing a villainous act?
I tried to pee on someone.
Why did you do that?
I succeeded.
It's Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball, Gerard.
Critical pee.
It's Dragon Ball, Gerard. The main character
give you a
farts
nice
on one of, not the main character, but like one of the main characters has farted.
Small
on-
humanoid, so about 2-3 feet tall.
Alright, then I'll just bite his head off when it's my turn.
I believe it's your turn.
Armor.
Shit, that was a long turn.
I mean,
At least it felt like it. I don't know why. I'm already planning my next move.
In like a short moment, like less than a second, but within my mind it feels almost like an eternity. I can feel the radiating energy off of the flail, and I think to myself, this is what this has led up to. All the times in between the talks in the wagon, in between talking with the people, the time that I've spent meditating with this, the sacrifice of my hand, this is the time. And then I look at the goblin in front of me, and I go, wailing hail of flail!
I'm an assassin.
Gerard, you knocked over the
over
camera
the
and
phone.
unplugged it.
And unplugged it all at once. That was
Rolling hell of flare.
because what Gerard was not ready, nor was the camera for Gerard. Let's
The
get that
camera
plug
gets
back
some-
in.
I'm an assassin.
That was a mutual ambush of both of me and the phone.
I hope I didn't hear that because I was
Roll
laughing.
that perception. Gets a natural 1. Freaks out.
Wailing hell of flail.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for my first attack with the flail. Wow.
That was almost 20.
Wow. So 16.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Okay. And then that's going to be a D8. Wow.
Their
So
AC must be 50.
3 plus 4. So 7.
16.
7.
7.
7 damage.
But this wouldn't be a hail of flail if I didn't attack again.
And this is all being said.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So do I have to roll to hit again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ba-da-da-ba. Wow. Plus 8. 11.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
So-
but I get an extra.
So, as you start doing the spinning for the first flail hit, it smacks him right in the nose. And then on the upper one, you sort of, you don't really fully grasp how the flail was moving. So it sort of just whiffs him on the second.
Don't worry, because we're coming back.
Do you get 3 attacks?
Because I have martial arts, which gives me an extra unarmed whenever I like.
Oh,
hit
right, you're
with
punching
one.
him with your other hand, basically.
Well, it's weird. Yeah, more or less. So that one
Or a
is
palm strike, whichever you want to do it. Describe
14 was that last one?
it as. That's not hitting.
It is not a hail.
So is it like a punch, palm attack? It could be anything, really.
I was going for the flail
Well,
because it's
the-
extra attack.
The extra. Oh.
The extra attacks on that.
Yeah, the martial arts thing is a bonus action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're getting at. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
that you're doing an unarmed strike, which would be without the flip.
It's what they call it in martial arts. It's weird.
Well, unarmed would be without a weapon.
They refer to your monk weapon as being a part of it. It's like a monk thing.
I guess for Kinsey Fun.
The weapon's part of him.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't think he's impressed with your secret attack. Your ultimate technique.
on the second
This
one,
isn't
or on the third one, he notices and moves his body a little bit to avoid the last one.
I wasn't going to do this, but to make this a true hail of flails, flurry of blows.
Punch, 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 punch.
Dun, dun, dun,
Now
dun,
that's
dun,
just
dun.
flat out fist or palm. I'm
So
almost
let's see.
confident.
Spend 1 key point, get 2 unarmed strikes. And unarmed strikes can be used with the monk weapon through
Jesus
martial
Christ.
arts. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh shit.
That's it.
Yeah. 15 plus 8.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. 8 plus 4. 12.
Yeah,
I think that's
First hit.
That's the second.
Do that last hit. See what you can do.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. 16
Yeah,
plus
that's
8.
hitting.
He's dead.
Ba-na-na-na.
Oh.
1 plus
Plus
4.
5.
5. Okay, then. So basically, yeah. So a little spin first, whiff, dodge. Then on the dodge, you catch him by surprise and just whack.
That was a feint!
You're pretty fast, but not fast enough for me.
Is that it? Alright, is that the end?
That is the end of that.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Oh, damn. What a resilient goblin. Right, yeah. These are the not as poor goblins, right.
I wonder what
So-
would have happened if I had tried to hit the wolf instead. That probably would have made.
I think the
more
wolf
sense.
has less health.
Yeah, I should have hit the wolf.
So purples are gonna take their turns now.
Then you would have broken the goblin's heart because his pet dog
So
said
that purple's
You think
gonna
the goblin
attack you.
would've fallen prone if
Alright.
the wolf died?
yes.
Damn, yeah, I feel like that just would have made more sense.
AC is 18.
18. So nope, that's not hitting.
All right.
Did you retain your AC while in wild shape?
Yes.
I think it's like from what I remember looking into it, it's based on like the animal you shapeshift into.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if it can't be worn,
That's why I always shape into a bear.
Right, because bears can theoretically wear this stuff. The only downside is that the armor doesn't resize. So if we're being 100% technical, it probably wouldn't work, but I'm not going to hold that against you for turning into a bear, which would be close enough-ish.
I
Right.
have armor that resizes like Hulk's pants.
Hulk's pants are such
Wait.
bullshit.
You wear armor?
No, I wear light armor. What do I wear again?
I wear nothing!
I just wear leather armor.
I mean, leather would technically stretch a little bit, not as much, but
How is your AC 18?
that's actually a very good question. How is your AC 18?
As a bear, that's a good question. Where's the? Oh wait, I can't look at the monster manual.
I mean, yes, you
Yes,
can.
you
Well, I mean, I guess I can look at it then.
Because druids are supposed to be, not naked, but armorless at least.
Leather armor is not metal armor.
There are bears.
It's very natural.
Bears are.
Leather is made from the corpses of cows.
When you get like everybody searching different books.
They have to specify the different types of bears. So,
I don't think I've ever.
so there's black bear. I
actually-
gotta look for growler
Yep.
bear now.
Light armor, medium armor.
Yep.
So is
Growler.
your dexterity 5?
Where's GR?
No, my dexterity is
Oh, growler
2.
bear's not even in here.
It's 2.
Fun. I only have black bear to go off of. I
Is
think
there a polar bear?
maybe I can check the.
Grizzly bears are bigger. So go with the grizzly bear.
Well, I didn't say grizzly. I said I've only found black bear so far.
Oh, there's not like grizzly bears?
There's not grizzly. There's not growler.
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 Why are you thinking it was growler?
Nani
I think
say
you said it
Q.
was growler in the past, but I guess I misheard. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever broken out into one of the books over anything you guys
Polar
have ever
bear's
said
there.
to me.
Volley bear?
Polar bear is here.
Polar
Is
bear.
polar bear closer to growler?
I
mean,
believe.
that's half of it. Growler. Jesus.
Growler.
Say it again.
Growler.
One more time.
Growler. Growler.
Say
growler,
my
growler,
name,
growler,
baby.
growler, growler, growler,
DJ
growler.
Kelly.
That's
Say
not
my
how that
name.
works, man.
DJ
What's the AC?
Kelly.
AC is 12 for a polar bear.
Alright.
You smog.
What's the HP? Because I technically have not lost HP yet.
Right,
Only
because
my bear
technically,
has.
yeah, that's how druids work in
Because you
theirs.
borrow the life bars of life forms.
And thus you can never die.
So I've taken.
What?
I've taken 14.
Tim has been weird about stuff like that. He was Humongousaur once and like scraped his
42.
knee and then turned back to normal and was like, "Ah, my knees."
Alright. So I guess my AC then would be 15.
Because it's
thought-
based off
Is
dex,
the
I
leather?
guess.
Am I
That
still
doesn't
wearing the
always
leather?
help.
Or are we saying I'm wearing the leather?
I'm fine with you having it, like, work with your bear so that it still fits it.
Alright. And what's the AC for leather then?
I believe it should be is leather medium armor.
That
Just walking through.
I was trying to take out the trash that's there.
Let me
Can
pull
you
it
help
out.
him out?
How you doing?
it should technically.
I believe it's
be
2 plus your dexterity modifier.
2 plus my dexterity modifier.
So with a base of 10, so 14.
Yeah. Alright.
Then that one technically would hit then. So, we'll just do damage for that then.
3 turns ago?
Oh, no,
the
I'm-
one that just hit.
yeah, the one that just smacked into you.
Which one just smacked into me?
That one,
This
purple.
guy.
Oh, okay, go ahead
Yeah.
for it. Jesus Christ, this takes forever.
Yeah. Yes. This is much less people than what we do like every
But it
week.
still takes for fucking ever.
Yes, the D&D combat is
Three
very
slash.
No, this feels like it's the same speed.
3 slashing.
3 slashing.
We're gonna have this guy shoot at you with a bow.
Which one?
This
The one
one, the
on
one
the
that
hill?
can see you.
Okay.
That's unhitting. And then this purple's gonna shoot at Arma. If I can roll dice properly.
So I need to get the thing ready.
Your AC's trash, right?
Yeah, my AC is hot garbage.
Yeah, so it's hitting.
12. Well, I'm gonna do the fucking
Catching
catch,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
the missile thing.
But how are you gonna do 5 attacks in one turn if you waste all your key points casting arrows?
So
Yeah,
you don't
it's not a
spend
key point to
yeah,
catch, it's a key
Oh
point
right,
to
key point to
attack.
throw, yeah.
And
this one.
And while I'm thinking about it, Jet, I haven't taken a single turn that lasted more than 5
Well,
minutes.
you should.
So Dex
You have to
is
hear
plus
my
two.
damage before you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be 3 damage, 3 piercing.
you don't
I
even
think
need
we
to roll.
can get that. You don't need what? I can roll a
Your monk level-
plus 2. Oh shit!
Your monk level just takes it.
Yeah, regardless of what I roll,
Yeah.
I'll just get it. Yeah, I got it.
Are you throwing it?
No,
Okay.
because that's what costs the
More-
key point.
Yeah,
More-
your
I'd
boy is
rather just keep
hoarding
these
the key
arrows, my
points.
boy.
Add
How
to your
many
arrow
have we caught now?
collection
2?
2 so far. Now Mr. Wolfman is gonna attack Arma.
Mr. Wolfman.
Mr.
Oh well,
Wolfman.
can't catch
The wolf
fucking
that you didn't
fangs.
kill.
Yeah, I
Werewolf
should have
goblin.
killed the next time.
Next time, that wolf's going down.
Um,
He's got to see
that's
the
hitting.
well.
So 2d4.
Get ready to make a shrimp saving throw. my friend.
A hail of wailing flint.
If you, yeah,
8 piercing. Make that strength save for me.
I have to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have.
Don't get wrecked.
Wait, do I? I do have strength as a saving throw. What is the add when it's a saving
Proficiency.
throw?
proficiency plus your stat.
Okay, so
Maybe if you wrote stuff down, you would have it all
plus
ready and
8. 16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
More
and then
biting
I
at the legs, still not affecting anybody.
How much damage?
That's an 8 in
Oh.
piercing.
8.
But-
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
a monk saving throw strength and dexterity?
I think it would be strength and
Strength-
wisdom.
I thought it would be
Or
dexterity. and
dex or wisdom, maybe.
Yeah.
I have strength and dex as mine.
Okay.
What do you mean you have them as yours?
I mean, I'm just saying that's what I put. I made my character forever ago.
No.
And I went based off of the thing. I didn't like make stuff up.
Huh.
Maybe monks should
Is
get
monk
strength
strength?
and
Yeah, that sounds so weird.
Monks get what?
I've always
strength and dex
Strength
for
and
saving throws.
Yeah.
associated monks with dexterity and wisdom.
But yeah, goblins trying to sort of copy your energetic style to it.
Oh
With
god.
That's
only it's one,
interesting.
We don't need more of him in this
but he
world.
only gets one off and it doesn't even connect.
What is your name?
Yeah, strength and dexterity. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Is monk the only class that doesn't have a higher stat? No, never mind. Dexterity is
So
the
now whites are gonna come at you.
one. It's dexterity.
So the whites are trying to get as high up on their tree as possible. They're gonna try and shoot you, but with disadvantage because they're very scared and they're trying to do anything they
Why
can.
didn't they run? I literally
They're up
told
in a
them to
tree.
run. That's not running.
They're going as high as they can because they don't know if you can climb trees or not.
They're going to snipe you.
They are gonna side me.
So number 1 doesn't hit.
Feels bad.
Number 2 doesn't hit. And
The
then
one that's attacking me.
yeah, getting that advantage because you're facing purple. That's gonna hit.
For
4 slash.
Well, sometimes people can win D&D. I mean, Matt definitely lost D&D at the end of Colin's first campaign.
Ooh.
Ashes. And now it's Jude's turn again.
Hey, Jude.
All right. I'm gonna grab the.
You're gonna grab that cable.
Gotta grab this Chromebook.
Thank you.
My apologies.
No problem.
I am going to grab the purple goblin by the leg, swing it over my head, and slam it into the white goblin that's behind me.
He's
Grapple.
gonna Hulk
Grapple.
Loki him.
How is a 22?
Yeah, that's definitely grabbing him.
Grab him,
And then,
lift him over my head.
would that be an unnatural weapon attack?
Yeah, improvised weapon.
So that's like very low damage, right?
I
Have
believe.
you ever been hit by another human being with another human being?
I mean, it's the same thing as hitting someone with a chair, though. Is the problem is that it's improvised,
I
But I'm
believe-
also wielding it, so I'm hitting with wisdom.
but you don't have proficiency with goblins.
You're not proficient.
I speak goblin.
No, I don't.
That's what I thought.
I was gonna see if that counted.
Is it like I want to say it's just 1 damage, which is still
No, improvised weapon is like 1d4 plus
1d4.
I do
strength.
think it is 1d4.
Okay.
for improvised weapon.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
plus
1d4
your
damage
strength.
plus strength.
All right, first attack.
How much for unarmed strikes for
Yeah,
normal
you
people?
could.
Attack before damage.
Plus
Oh, like raw. I see.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
that
I-
makes sense.
I grabbed the goblin.
right? You
I'm
grab.
using him as a weapon to hit the other goblin.
Correct. Roll.
He's rolling to hit. Yeah.
9, 17.
Yeah, that's hitting, and whatever damage you roll will be applied to both of them.
All right. D4 plus strength.
So plus
Yeah.
8.
9. Yeah.
Okay, because plus strength. And did you add your proficiency?
He doesn't
Yes.
get proficiency because he's not proficient with a goblin.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
how's a 15?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that high.
15 still hits.
Yeah.
You still got it. I was just like, that number was ridiculous.
All right. 6 damage to each of them.
I have a plus 8 strength modifier.
I'm going to say that they both get knocked prone.
Well, are you gonna throw the purple one because that one would definitely go prone if you throw him, and then the white one would have to save.
I mean, have you ever had a human dropped on you?
Are you throwing the purple one when you hit the
Like,
white
what
one?
do you
Well,
do?
what happens to the white one when I hit him? Does he fall prone or not?
Well, let's see.
From an overhead smash.
Yeah, he goes prone.
All right. Now I'm going to swing around and throw the purple goblin.
Yeah, and I'd probably give him disadvantage on that, which would probably screw him really hard.
Would
Yeah,
you
you-
like me to make a strength check to see how far I throw him?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's a 19 before I add modifiers.
Boom.
So 27.
So all the way out here, he dies.
He dies.
I mean, he rolled a nat. He rolled a nat 1 on his save,
See you, Space Cowboy.
so he took damage on falling.
Bitch ass space cowboy. And
Meanwhile-
then I'm gonna turn around and face the white goblin. No advantage now, faggot.
So meanwhile, white took 6. That puts me
How high up are the trees?
15.
Those are tall trees.
How unfortunate for you, Mr. Goblin.
Are you just gonna uproot it?
No.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the goblin here. I'm gonna look at Storm Thunder. I'm gonna look at the goblin. I'm gonna get Storm Thunder.
That turn wasn't even.
And I'm
5
gonna
minutes
just
yet. The problem
beat
is
him with
not-
the axe. I'm
The
gonna just
problem
throw
is
it.
not D&D. The problem.
Which one? This one, I guess?
Yeah, that one.
I don't
So
think
you're
I
just
think
throwing
So
it.
he's
You
20
have
feet
to
away.
think ahead of time.
I'm already
Reckless
playing out
attack,
my moves.
so I have advantage on it. That's gonna be either a
You just
19.
takes forever to go through these things.
What?
Forgetting that you have advantage.
I'm a barbarian. I'm sorry,
no,
man.
I'm saying that everybody has advantage on you, which means them being intimidated would give them regular attacks on you.
Oh, that's true. Well, he's going to be hit. That was a 19 before my
Yeah, that's
first.
fine.
Excuse me.
It's going to be 4, plus 4, plus 2, plus 2. That's 12. First attack, he takes that's 17 plus. He takes 21 damage.
So, as you throw your axe, he just sort of goes with the axe, falls to the ground,
And then I'm gonna. The Storm Thunder's
Yeah.
gonna burst back into my hands.
and as you do that, the goblin sort of flies a little bit.
He teleports partially with this.
Well, is the axe teleporting?
Um.
Because I imagine
It
it's
just
moving
flies
like a-
back?
Yeah, flipping thing. So.
Okay,
Hang
yeah,
on,
that's
if,
fine.
If he gets hit with the blade of the axe, and it gets like punctured to where the axe is carrying him, is that like not already fatal? He's a goblin.
I mean, he took 21 damage.
That's
a lot.
fair.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna turn.
I mean, he died on impact.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, he died on impact.
That's what I was asking.
And then we're gonna turn back to this
The
one,
other goblin.
and we're going to look at his dead friend and look at him again, and then kind of give him a sad smile and just kind of growl out, "Told you to run, laddie." And we're going to. I will run towards him and attempt to jump into striking distance.
Okay.
So-
You're gonna jump 15 feet into the air.
Yes. So athletics.
Yeah.
I have advantage on athletic checks while raging. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you're. You jumped 30 feet. No, no. But with a running jump, you put all the force that you can into your legs, and as you do, you prep a mighty blow.
And a reckless attack. 19 before mods.
Okay.
Alright, so it's going to be 2. I get to reroll that 2. It's going to be 9 plus 2 plus 2. So it's going to be 13 plus 5 lightning damage. And I will Divine
You
Smite.
said 5 plus, what was the original damage?
5 plus 19.
19? Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, well, take an extra 10.
So, essentially with
Rest in
that
peace,
jump,
Tesla.
you sort of do, you put yourself in a position where you've got both hands on the axe and you just sort of cleave downwards. You chop him in half and chop the branch that he was on and lay him back on the ground.
As the impact strikes, the combination of like the corona of holy damage and also the kind of residual lightning damage kind of makes like this thunderclap that can be heard throughout the field of battle.
Corona.
As Sadakan just kind of almost cat-like lands.
Okay. Arma.
Whoop. I'm ready once again. Okay, where's the bolt? Here we are. I'm gonna roll to attack, this time targeting the wolf with my flail.
Sure.
Wow, natural 1.
Garbage. So essentially what happens is that as you are trying to swing at the wolf with the flail, you miss and the wolf, given the chance, sort of steps on the chain of the flail.
Time to get him off of my flail. Got extra attack. Gonna go in.
Well, the thing is that your flail is sort of, you're not going to have enough
He's
force.
punching it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
punching.
because it's
He's getting
on
it
my
off of the flail, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Plus 8, so 7 plus 8.
Hold up.
That's hitting.
Hold up. If he's standing on the chain, you, who are presumably strong enough to lift a goblin, just pull the chain out from underneath him.
That's not what my character's thinking. I understand where you're coming from. I'm just saying that's not what I ended up doing.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're punching him.
Yeah, I'm like.
So you definitely hit him, do the damage for that, which is
Okay,
like
well.
D4, I believe, or maybe
Fine.
higher because of monk.
Oh, you're right. Because of monk D6, so it wouldn't be the D8 because it's my hand. So 4 plus 4, 8.
So 8
Strength.
damage. So that's going to use. and
Would
then-
you care to make this a stunning strike?
Oh fuck.
As Jet remembers that he's a monk.
And the stun can be done after you know the damage, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
If you hit someone with a melee attack, they make a Constitution saving throw, or they are stunned.
Okay, so are you doing that?
Yeah.
That's key.
It's free.
Oh,
It
it's just
doesn't-
free.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's not
Whoops.
even key.
That's just good.
I
What's your
could have
DC?
already done that.
What's your DC?
For Constitution?
Yeah. No.
How do you calculate your DC?
Your DC is going to be 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier. Rest in peace.
11.
You're the worst monk I've ever seen.
So he doesn't get stunned.
Okay.
Feels
and
bad.
Because he isn't stunned, he doesn't get off your chain. He just sort of winces a little bit.
Now, because I did the extra attack, I still get that dumbass
Flurry
unarmed
blows.
strike bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. No, I don't. Wait, do I? Yes. Because it's still like when you attack.
When
you
you've
get to
already
do the
attacked
punch.
this turn. Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm
Sure.
going to go for
So-
that.
You said that you watched Taking 20, don't you?
Yeah.
Did you see his video about the level
16.
20 multi-class?
Okay.
Where it takes at least one level in all 12 of the base
I feel like
classes?
some quick has to have some sort of like short rest, long rest
8?
period on it because it'd be silly if you could just do it for every attack.
I've seen one of the
8? That's not anything.
That's not anything. Oh, no. I had already rolled to hit, remember?
Oh, right, you're
That
right.
was damn.
Yeah. I
One
mean,
second.
we have a handbook here.
Does he get off the flail that
This is
time?
faster.
Well, I need to roll to see if he's stunned again. So give me a. I just want to check the stun.
Stunning strike? Monk's most broken ability?
If only.
I mean, it's pretty good. Stunning people is just a good thing to do.
Yeah, stunning strike does cost a key point.
What?
When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to attempt a stunning strike. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
So it's not as dumb, but it's still pretty dumb because stunning is just a good status ailment.
Then I wouldn't want to spin the key.
Okay. So you're just punching the heck out of this wolf.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that was another punch. Winces again. Looks a bit battered.
So the wolf just doesn't want to get off the foot.
No.
Fucking, I guess I'll spin some key.
Oh, you're doing the stunning trick now?
No, the fucking blow thing.
Didn't you already do that for the first one?
For your blows,
So-
you did not.
What I did before is when you do an
You did
unarmed
2
strike,
punches.
you're able
You
to.
did a flail and then 2 punches, so that was your. I thought you only had 2
He
attacks.
did a
and then,
flail and then he did a punch.
and then you did a
remember-
second punch.
I have extra attack just already as a
So he
thing.
can attack twice.
The martial arts thing makes it where after you hit someone, you can hit someone again. If it's
So you get 3 attacks minimum,
Yes.
Right.
as long as you hit something.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so now you're flurrying.
Yeah.
Got
so
it.
now I'm gonna spend the key point.
And make 2 unarmed attacks.
2 unarmed attacks. Please get off my flail. Okay, 16.
That
I'm not
hits.
hitting.
Oh wait, this is still my fist. Fucking hard nerf, 5 damage.
Hard nerf.
Please get off my flail.
I'm very confused. You've already hit him. Is he still on the flail?
No. Or, well, yeah, he is still on the flail.
Is that another 16?
So that's 14.
I'm not hitting. He's hitting the wolf.
10.
Oh, the wolf.
10 damage?
Wait, why is
Yes.
the wolf on the flail? I thought the
He
goblin.
attacked the wolf,
The goblin's on the wolf and the wolf.
and
on
the wolf
flail.
was like,
I
"Stop!"
thought, I thought
And-
the goblin was standing on.
No.
And
it's
the
a
wolf.
That's why I asked. You can
Does 10
reasonably
damage
lift
kill
up
the
a
wolf?
goblin. Why not just pull the chain out from under?
But it's a goblin and a wolf, essentially, is what he is on the weight of that chain.
Why didn't anybody correct me then?
I thought you said he was stepping on the wolf. And
Well, I mean, the goblin's on the wolf. I felt like you were kinda right. Like, it's,
Also, he has 9 wisdom.
That's also true. I
so
feel so great.
I'm just
being so
doing that for something else. So essentially, the wolf,
You punch the wolf to death.
yeah, he's a bloody mess. He falls over, your chain up free, and Goblin sort of flips off of it.
Lands on his feet. Bravo.
oh, nice. Styling. What is your name? And that's the end of my turn.
And the purple's like,
Your boy's
He
gone.
just acts like a little. Okay.
so
He's shown such great
5, 10,
prowess so far.
15,
You're the
20,
adopted
25.
as your apprentice?
30.
It would be interesting
He
to
has
keep
left
them
the
alive
arena.
for a reason.
No, he's leaving.
Wait, why? Is it his turn?
Yeah, it's Purple's turn after Arma.
Do I not get a? I guess because he had already.
Yeah, he
flipped away
fell
from
off the wolf.
Off.
Yeah,
And he was
far
here,
enough
not there,
away.
yeah.
yeah.
Unless you whip out your glaive arm and you have 10 feet of attack.
I guess that's the end of combat.
I mean, there's one more here. And technically,
Yeah, you say that like we're gonna leave them alive. They're not getting in the way.
Yeah.
I'm
I
moving
don't
at
even-
40.
Do you have the speed?
I hope so.
I have the speed.
he's got
I can
55
kill
speed.
at least 2 of them.
They're,
No, wait.
they're outside
This
of
one
our
was here, so and it's 15 feet, so I had him. Actually, I probably would only put him at the base. Same with this.
Yeah,
thing.
because it's difficult terrain up there, right?
Yeah. So they're at the base of their
This
trees.
one gets away.
Yeah, he's right on the edge of the hill on the battle arena. I mean, if you were fast enough, you might be able to
5.
catch him.
I definitely can't get him.
My dash ignores difficult terrain.
15. Yeah, step of the one.
So you can have 110 feet without difficult terrain, basically.
Yes.
Or not 110. Yeah, it is 110.
Yeah, it is 110.
Yeah.
None of them are far enough away.
Okay, so
Then go for the far
so
one.
it goes to Judith because all whiteys are dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna bite that purple one's head off.
By all means. Just as a regular bite attack, I would assume.
Yes. 9, 17.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Alright. Now to be clear, his head is inside of my mouth now.
I mean, he's pretty trapped at that point.
I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
I mean, do you
His
think?
cranium is inside of my cranium.
I mean, do you think these goblins are magical? Do you think they're gonna warp out?
He's gonna try.
I am the warp god. you picked the wrong one.
Hang on a second.
I've been raised a sorcerer.
Are you casting a spell, Colin?
No, I'm just making sure I'm doing this right.
Okay. Does it have verbal components, Colin?
The only thing I'd probably say is that you would want to probably grapple with advantage on him.
That is the process of me that is what I am getting at when I say his head is inside of my mouth.
But what I'm sort of getting at is that you're doing the biting attack to make sure it hits, and then you have to make sure that it stays in his mouth.
So you just roll up.
I will roll a grappling
And
once I
advantage
deal
grappling as well, I'd give you.
7
So
plus
damage
9
is it
for 16.
So 16 damage. damage to him.
16
dead.
damage.
And then we're gonna have you do advantage on a grapple versus my strength.
I'll take that advantage. 6 plus 8, that'd be 14.
So essentially what happens is that you clamp down on his head, he's squirming about, and he just barely gets out.
Alright. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
I can't do anything else. I've moved. I don't really have much I can do on a bonus
I'm
action.
waiting for anybody, sure.
So
5
then
feet,
it
10
goes to
feet.
Sidok and
Oh no. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
oh, you're dashing.
40. No, I have 40 feet of movement.
Oh jeez, you're just fast.
I am the fast. So,
Just gonna throw your axe at him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, bitch, you're within my range.
But
I'm gonna recklessly throw my axe at this son of a whore.
This bitch nasty.
This is 4. This is 11. That's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, so
Plus 10.
10 on the D12. So that's 10 plus 2 plus 2. That's 14 plus 6 plus 3. That's 9. That's 23 plus 3. 26.
So it's sort of similar to the white short-bow goblin out there. He sort of gets carried away with the axe a little bit.
Excellent.
Does that mean he's dead?
He's
Yeah.
very dead. I bring the axe back. And saying that Judith has this guy handled.
At least partially.
I'll
Until he's allowed to move.
also throw my axe at this one.
Okay.
Recklessly. 2. 5. How's 15 sound?
Yeah, you got him. Oh,
12. 9 plus 2. 11 plus 2. 13 plus 6. 19.
19.
I think he survives that.
He's barely holding on.
Drat.
which one is this?
This one.
Oh, the other one's prone?
I'll move him a little bit.
Yeah, he fell out of
We'll
the
make
tree.
adjustments to your axe, I think.
Is the farthest one dead or prone?
He's
He's
dead.
most certainly dead.
Dead.
Did not return the axe back, and I have no bonus actions I can reasonably cast. I guess I could cast light.
Your chosen one, Goblin.
His head lights up.
I'll say go.
Arma.
Okay. So I can move 55. Can I do that to this one easily without dashing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Even with difficult terrain in the way, you'd be fine.
Join us or die.
That's intimidation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
What's that charisma, boy?
Shit.
13.
Was that with advantage?
Disadvantage
Oh.
to resist.
So the goblin sort of getting on his knees, being like, please, say, don't kill me, please.
Will you
Your
join
goblin
us?
voice.
Well, please.
You'll get food and not die.
But-
Yet.
Tribe.
Well,
I'm part of tribe. Please.
show us
You
the
can
tribe.
join our tribe or you can die. This hand is a flail.
I feel like I thought it was your right hand.
Mm-mm, left.
Yes, left hand.
Yes.
There we
Cool. Hey, this one's with us.
Are you sure he won't run?
Hmm?
You sure he won't run?
Was that conversation a full action?
I mean,
That'd probably be all I get to say
right.
within the 6-second window of
Yeah.
his turn.
D&D.
Anyway, Purple's turn. This one's just sort of begging and for his life and whatnot. This one's going to use his bonus action to disengage.
Damn it, he gets away. Not like this, no!
Why did we have disengage as something separate from like just?
Well, normally
Moving
you
out of the
action
way.
for your disengage, but he can do it for bonus action. He's
All
a
right.
gal.
Is that the end of his turn?
Yeah, you can chase him down.
We don't have
It's
to.
about to shoot his ass.
I mean, you can. I'm just saying.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
you're just
tangled.
gonna. Oh.
Oh no, that is even worse than just killing it with the spell.
A creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plant until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plant can use its action to blah 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 blah.
DC.
Does it beat a 16?
No, certainly not.
All right,
He is restrained.
there you go. I have restrained the goblin.
So it's your turn again.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you cast the spell. That's
I
right.
just cast the spell.
Are you gonna move up to him?
Where is he?
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am moved up to him. I am going to snarl viciously at him as a bonus action. Anybody else want to join me?
I gotta full angle this.
You get a what?
Full angle this throw.
Full ankle this throw.
30, 40. Hey, there we go. 20. Yeah, it's 40 exactly.
So you get it with disadvantage?
I get it
On
normal.
regular.
Yeah. As regular as it gets before disadvantage starts.
Yeah, I'll probably ask to talk to you about the axe a bit more. Knowing that I have a little bit more knowledge on it.
If you had just kept it 30, this would be fine.
Well, yeah.
Um.
I didn't realize that's how range worked was the problem.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the other way around.
Night 10.
Yeah, that's hitting.
I'm gonna just 4. So 4 plus arbitrary 4, so he takes additional 4.
He's done.
Okay. Goodbye, friend. And then I'm gonna walk back towards the goblin that we have left, and as he's walking, Sokken's gonna just kind of like.
Is combat over?
Yeah, combat's over. Just not even looking. Just kind of put his hand out towards
Oh, you're just going back to the wagon?
the axe.
You're just going back to the wagon?
I'm also gonna. Let's see.
Eat the goblins.
I mean, yeah, but I was gonna ask, can I restore health? Do I restore health by eating goblins in my bear form?
Oh.
Well, I would think that you're close to the. Well, how does this work? Because technically, you'd probably be close to the end of your first one, given that you've been out for like a couple hours before this happened.
Can I eat the goblin anyway for my daily meal?
I mean, you only eat one meal a day. I mean, are you a jet?
I mean, the meal necessary to continue functioning. How about this? Can I eat a 3-course meal of goblins?
You can, but it's probably not going to taste very good.
I'm a bear.
I mean, bears have taste too.
Bears eat pine
Bears
cones.
have taste.
Bears eat pine cones, motherfucker.
They find that delicious. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
No, they don't. They eat it because they have to.
I don't know how bears taste are. I can't judge.
So Sadakin's going to.
I will eat 3 of the goblins so that I don't have to eat rations later.
He's gonna clap the goblin who survived on the shoulder. He's gonna say, "Welcome to the crew, laddie. Glad to have you."
He's sort of a bloodied mess from the axe that you threw at him.
I'm going to approach him with the entrails of his comrades dripping from my mouth and say, "Now, do you actually speak common, or did you just understand what we're saying?"
I'm trying to think how I want to do this.
My God!
Can you roll a d20 for me real fast?
Me?
Yeah, just
He's about to have a heart attack.
What am I rolling?
I just want to see.
How intimidated he is by the fact
Right,
that you're
pretty much.
standing
Want me
there.
to roll an intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the entrails of his allies streaming from your mouth.
How's a 16?
He has a mental breakdown. It's worthless to us. Mercy kill.
We'll see. No.
So
Mercy kill.
remember how you made him into a bloody mess with your axe?
Mm-hmm.
You did 19 damage to his 20 max.
What?
Oh, he was at 1 health.
Yeah.
He was on death's door.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You pretty much give him a heart attack.
you cause him a point of stress damage and he dies.
That's not a thing.
It's not.
Stress is a thing, though.
You
I
can't
mean-
harm people with intimidation.
Wait. Oh, he killed the nigga?
Colin just killed your pet goblin.
No, I didn't. You can't kill people with intimidation.
He had 1 health left. Colin.
Find me where in these 3 books does it say you can deal 1 point of damage with intimidation. Just 1.
I've taken more damage from burnt eggs.
It's true.
Yeah.
Those are poisonous.
Also, called
What?
facts within there.
So Sadakin's going to.
Find me where in that book it says intimidation deals damage.
Okay.
I mean, I won't.
That book, this book, or that
Is
even
he-
the monster manual.
Is he dead
If
or
you find me a
unconscious
monster
now?
that deals damage
Dead.
and intimidation,
Oh, shit.
I mean, it might not. be.
Non-player
If you find me
characters
a
don't
monster-
go unconscious.
All right.
But like,
All right. He's not dead. He is dying. He is in.
Are
his
you about
death
to
save
spare the
state.
dying on the fucking goblin?
No, I'm gonna cure wounds.
Oh. Well,
I'm not gonna spare the dying on a fucking
I
goblin.
have some bad news for you, Colin.
What?
Rules is written. Non-PCs don't get death saves. He's not one of us. He doesn't have one of these character sheets. If you want to try to save him, you can try to save him.
Rules is written say intimidation doesn't deal damage.
Soakin doesn't give a fuck about this dying goblin, so he's gonna go loot the Wolf Rider guy that he killed.
If we're going to do rules as written, Gerard.
I mean, call to tax wasn't written. Call to tax aren't written.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
All
they are
shots
not.
actually are not in the book. They're like
They are homebrew.
They are, yeah.
I'm gonna be holding the goblin guy and be like, "What? I never learned his name." I can't
repeat.
even really hold him with the flail. It's just,
I'm trying to find stress because that would probably be the closest thing to what I was trying to.
I didn't tell you distress deal damage. I asked you if intimidation deals damage.
I mean, it's essentially almost like a psychic thing. I understand it. I'm not shitting on him for that.
You're just stressed over the.
He's not dead.
God.
I asked him to find where in that godforsaken book it says my intimidation roll can deal damage.
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
If
He
he
could just say
cannot
it's
find
psychic.
it, your goblin is alive.
He could just say a psychic.
My intimidation roll does not have psychic powers.
He had. It was a very particular
My
situation.
intimidation
Colin.
rolls do not deal.
He had
psychic
one health,
damage.
one point of health left, and you scared him.
My
something
intimidation
fierce.
rolls do not deal
And
psychic
all his
damage.
friends have been scarred.
Yeah,
I
like,
feel like he could have been mentally like put in a shock, had a heart attack. That makes sense.
Find on this character sheet where it says my intimidation rolls deal psychic damage.
well,
It's a more circumstantial.
yeah.
This sheet,
It's not
that
like
book.
forever.
Find it.
He is God.
Find it, and I will concede.
He just has the power to just be like, this nigga's dead.
I have never abused the rules.
It's not
to
even
either
abuse.
any
It's
of
not
your
even
disadvantages.
It's just like a thematic thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, like based on the circumstances and his lowly position and the fear he was already in.
he
you
had a
scared
single
him
health
so
bar.
much that he died. That can just happen to things.
That's
in,
no
like, real
more
life.
game breaking than us giving persuasion advantage on checks because we took a bath. It's like, oh, this thing happened in game. I mean, this is different because it's somebody dying, but to be fair, it's also a goblin.
If we're gonna use rules as written,
But we're not using.
But we're
rules.
not using rules.
I was just.
if we're not using rules as written, then I can revive him with cure wounds.
and
Well,
he can
it's
say
more
that he's
like-
just dead.
Yeah, God has like final
Yeah.
say. It's weird to always refer to DM as God. Matt can just refer to like final say.
Is it weird, Jet? Is
Yeah,
it?
yes.
All right, fine then. We'll just redo this. Is that okay? I do not approach the goblin. I continue eating his kin.
I mean,
None of this ever happens, and your little escapade to find out if intimidation can deal damage ends.
I mean,
It's just a goblin, yo.
Matt, I feel like you are within your right to kill the goblin. I don't know. I feel like it's weird to rewind time.
Hey, it's Allison.
Oh shit!
I
It
mean,
is
it's-
Allison.
it's just like with stuff like in your
Hey.
thing where like I does something stupid.
trying to
and
get
don't
into
even
our
know
super
that.
secret
Like it's just the
room.
consequences
Super
of what
secret
happened.
room, veterans lounge.
Yeah, I'm a veteran.
How
The
did-
consequences of
How
by
did you do that?
taking damage or
She
dying
has.
are specifically because of mechanics either I
Oh,
created
that
in
actually makes
advance
sense.
or the book talks
But
about.
not all of those mechanics
Yeah.
are within the game either.
This is where we're going.
Haven't seen
Did
them in
you
forever.
predetermine
here
that
to
you
do?
can kill something with intimidation?
I feel like given the scenario that the goblin was in.
All right.
I
So
predetermined
this is
that
what's
I
going
could
on.
kill you with a black
So-
rooster.
So
I
we just
predetermined.
killed a
But
shit ton of
see,
goblins.
we're in agreement.
But this
on
one
that,
was a
are we
lot.
not?
This goblin was spared by the kindness of Jet's heart. He's a monk. His name is Arma. Colin is a druid who turned into a bear who has been eating goblins, and he came here to say hi to this goblin
After he
with
had thrown-
goblin entrails dripping from his
He
mouth.
eaten 3 entrails.
After he had thrown an axe and did 19 out of his 20
Entrails
health.
sounds like
He
entrails
has
is an
a
entree.
single point of health left. He sees that this massive 10-foot bear has eaten his people. He takes 1 point of oh shit damage and dies.
Colin's
does
like,
not. He
that's
does not take
impossible.
1 point.
He's upset
He's
that
like,
he
he
accidentally
cannot
killed the goblin.
Kill him. Dun.
But as God, Matt says that 1 point of oh shit damage doesn't mean he's dead.
And I'm like, that makes sense.
What do you think, Allison?
Yeah, I feel like he's within his right to do that.
In terms of my experience, oh yeah, that goblin's dead. Like, that goblin flat out had a fucking heart attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry.
Find me heart attack in that.
It's
book.
just the goblin.
It's just a
Colin. Let the
thematic
goblin
thing.
die.
It's just like,
Look, if
pregnancy,
you guys
right?
have rules lawyered me at least on 2 occasions
Conditions.
in the past this session
On what?
on whether or not I can wear leather armor as a bear.
Yeah, leather armor's fun. I didn't know what druids could do. I thought druids couldn't wear armor. That's my mistake.
Do you like not have a list of diseases in here?
There's a list of status ailments.
for like the
but,
rules
Those are
lawyer.
status elements.
Right.
You said there were like 2
Those are
instances.
just
Like, what was
diseases.
the second
If there's no
The other
pregnancy
one
on
was
the list,
whether or
then you
not I
don't
had
have
my
it.
leash on.
I don't know if we have a
Whether-
disease
Oh,
list or not.
Well, that's
That one's not even
that's
rules
just
lawyer.
him checking on the
That's
action
just
economy.
if you like have the wagon on,
Are you
you know.
streaming?
Yes.
Are you gonna take the
Jed
wagon
always
off?
streams these.
Yes, we are having this.
Thanks, Allison. That was Allison's stream.
Yeah.
Real
It's my
life girl.
contribution.
She was probably already seen when she entered the door.
Probably.
Can't have you shot my phone.
Yeah, she was definitely seen.
Yeah, I would have seen that.
So Kirby said the player's handbook doesn't say that basic intimidation deals damage. It was more of a thematic, like DM's discretion thing. And he said, "What class is Q? Q is a druid."
I'm so sorry.
Alright, so what happens next, God?
All right, fuck all of you.
Every day you get to like.
It's just a goblin, Colin. I don't know why you're upset about it.
I'm upset because I apparently am operating on a completely separate rule system.
It's not that different though.
It's not that bad. It really isn't. But my nigga's dead though.
He is unconscious at worst.
He had a heart attack.
I'm gonna remember this tomorrow. Your bitch
Please
ass
stop
character
doing
is
this,
like
Colin.
That is
intimidation.
a weird thing. to
Please
do.
stop carrying over
I know,
things that happened
yeah.
from this session as like fuel to use in your game.
What do you not understand? If he wants to live by the, if he wants us to live
If
by
they had
these
done the
rules,
same thing,
he
they
should
would-
It's
live by
a
the same
completely
rules.
different game. You're doing
We're using
tomorrow,
the same rule set unless I tell
but
you guys
you're
something in
two
advance.
different DMs. He plays a certain way, you play a certain way. That's fine.
Yeah, it was
You don't
solely a
have to like
discretion
carry
thing.
over things that happen here.
It wasn't even like a mechanic.
D&D group has like 7 people playing, right?
Our current one, yes.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah.
So Colin has like a big one. This is Matt's. That he
I
took.
hate it. I hate the one I'm in. It has like 7+ people.
I
Oh.
feel like combat's slow.
If you hate it, why are
regardless of
you
the number
playing?
of niggas. It's weird.
If you hate it, why are you playing?
It's a social thing at a certain point.
It's really funny because one of my
Are you
characters
not
has
having
recently
fun?
become deified,
So I do enjoy like the role play stuff the most. I feel like
He doesn't
combat
like
is
combat,
where
is the
yeah,
problem.
I just
Yeah.
I'm like
Barely
I'm less
participate in
interested.
combat anyways.
Yeah, he still doesn't like it.
It takes away from a lot of the experience.
All right.
I got a kaiju battle last
What do I find
That
on
sounds
the goblin, the wolf
Yeah,
rider
we
goblin?
used large
Okay,
animal
so
and two
The
already
Wolf
large
Rider
animals
goblins
to fight a
Mhm.
hydra
each
that was,
had
like,
about
massive.
6
They're,
silver
like,
pieces on them.
kaiju battling
That's
it.
not a lot of silver.
Nope,
Summoned a
goblins.
dinosaur last time in Colin's campaign.
He did.
Got one shotted by
Meanwhile,
a boss.
each of the regular goblins only have like a silver piece on them.
You figure it out.
I'll just collect this. So you said 6 each, and then
So
1,
2
2, 3.
leader ones and then
Definitely
6 regular ones.
prime
Okay.
element. If one has a
So we get about 18 gold or silver. Sorry, guys. Here's 5 silver for you, and here's 5 silver for
You
you.
like offer to get them.
And I'll take the 8 silver from me.
I'll take 5 silver, and I'll take 2 silver, and I'll put them on the eyes of your dead goblin.
And then you have an extra silver.
I'll do.
A third of that group in there.
I'll leave that on this guy. He only gets 1 silver on this time.
Nani said out of pocket.
Yeah, I'll offer.
Also, I pick up my heavy crossbow.
Bolts, yeah.
No, not the bolts. Just I actually threw the weapon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to like try to take it out, and then you be like, "But you threw it. You never picked it up."
I mean, I probably was honestly gonna just forget about it, honestly.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't
Was
forget that.
Allison in the military?
No,
no.
I let them in there.
She has
Oh.
the
Where were they
whatchamacallit?
going otherwise?
She has the offices because
Oh.
she's a part of writer's
Writers
block.
block. Writers block
Yeah.
has a department in here.
It's Allison in the middle. She's like younger than all of us.
So you got like 2 arrows. You have 2 arrows now,
You do have 2 arrows.
so that's cool.
Cool.
And
Mr. Nobo. Anybody got arrows? Like, it's
and
not
then
arrows.
you
bows?
lost a crossbow bolt unless you hunt yours down.
I'm fine.
Oh, you want this arrow, my guy?
Yeah,
You
they
looking
don't-
for a
Crossbow,
They're not compatible.
arrow,
They're not compatible.
bolt.
Completely different pieces of
Arrow.
ammunition.
Zero modifiers. It's hell.
I thought it was a -1.
It is a negative one because you've got like 9, I think.
Wisdom's what's the negative one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll never understand
Okay.
that.
So, in an interest of not having to hold Colin up because I'm pretty sure he's got to get out at like 11. We've only got like 34 minutes. I'm wanting to just end here.
Thank you, Allison.
I'm sure the stream appreciates you.
How many people are watching?
Right now,
One.
We had 3, but then you guys came and
Oh
ruined it.
yeah, in the interest of not
I regret
keeping Colin
nothing.
till like 11:30 or something like that, I'm fine with just calling it here.
I never said I had to leave at 11:30.
Well, you said 11, and I don't want to hold you till like 11:30. That's what I'm sort of getting at.
What's good?
I don't want to overhold
He's got
you.
that Yara, if you know what he means. I don't know what he means.
I don't know.
I don't think anyone knows what he means.
Jet, end the stream.
Oh, the stream's over?
No, end it. You
Oh.
got to do the outros.
Yeah, Matt's
Yo.
trying to stop him again.
Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding. Ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Stay tuned because we got the vlog stream coming up. Normally it's a little after midnight. If I'm hanging out with the guys, probably a little bit later. Just stay tuned after midnight because the vlog stream's definitely coming. That way we can all talk to each other, enjoy our day, have a discussion. But anyways, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Goblin Death Flag.
An angry god.
And a regularly emotional god.
Your Lord and Savior, Eric.
What?
Eric.
Or
Who are you?
he's there.
That's Eric.
Cut the stream.
logging out. Stay tuned and make sure to share this video with your friends if they're into D&D or just into the channel in general.
If they were into the channel, don't you think they'd already see this stuff?